Hey, hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Monica, I love them too. What's up, everyone? Patreons, members, subs, mods, former Patreons, everyone in between, future Patreons, lurkers, haters, tragedy pimps, tragedy pimp leeches, and you know the deal. What's up, Capone? All right. I know, right? So that's what I was saying. It's all I would do all day is play with that stupid thing and find things to crush. But I'd probably get bored after like a week, but it would be fun in the beginning. Exactly. Like that's what I would do. I would find like rubber and stuff. I like the way it shoots up. Hey, Barbara, I like the way it shoots up and stuff, or crayons, crazy shit. But I'd probably get bored in a couple of days. I mean, how long can you actually do it for? So one of my amazing mods, if they want to come forward, they can. If not, perfectly fine. I never rat on anyone. Found an old video. And the video is kind of funny. because one, to see people together, but there's two people on this panel that I find very interesting with the things they were saying. Now, let me put a disclaimer out there. I don't dislike either one of them, and I like one more than the other. But after seeing this video, I kind of question people's intentions and people's motives. And the reason I say that is this video is less than 12 months ago. I have to look at the exact date, but people get mad at me and hold shit from 3 years ago. And I never, thank you, Alexis, and I never fucking bring up what they've done. But when this landed on my, I wouldn't say my desk, but it did land on my desk, I was like, wow. You guys will understand when you see it. But I also want to say the reason why I haven't been around, I am fucking, I want to say balls deep, but I am like tits deep in web design. And you guys have to know, when I get started on redoing a website, hey, when I get started, I don't stop. Oh, it's from 12/12, so it's not even a year ago. It's like 10 months ago. But I don't stop, and I get hyper focused on it, and it's the only thing I think about. I've been redoing this website since, when did I say? Friday? I've worked on it like 14 hours Friday, 15 hours Saturday, about 14 hours yesterday, and I've been on it today since about 1, because I had orders that had to go out, and everyone's order is out unless you ordered for me in the last 2 days. But all subscriptions are out. All orders up until 2 days ago are out. I'm pretty psyched that I'm like really caught up. So yeah, you guys are going to love the new website. I promise you. I'm working hard on it, and it's coming out better than I even anticipated. No joke. Lots of new stuff on there. So, hey, Stacy, you got another 2 hours for a school run. Sweet. You know me, you're on. I don't drag things out. I get right to it. Hey, Angela, especially because I got to get back to this website. But you guys needed to see this. Nice person pie. Are you formerly pecan pie? Do I have the right person? All right. So thank you, Warlike Wrath. All right, so check this out. Hold on. It's only about 10 minutes. I don't know what's after that. Hold on. Because I only listened to the part that I was told to listen to. Hey, Lisa. But it kind of makes you double think after you hear some of the things that were said. Hold on. Shit. All right. And you guys you'll notice the faces. Y'all see Upchurch video cut off. He apparently about to speak, huh? All right. So it's funny to see who's changed, who hasn't changed, and why I call certain people tragedy pimp leeches, who are no better than the tragedy pimps that they're fighting against. All of this will make sense in about 10 minutes.
My family's home now.
I keep forgetting to do this stupid fucking audio. All right.
Princess is here. I need to check out.
And you know what? At the end of the day, guys, call your family. You haven't called in a while. Hold your family a little tighter. Tomorrow's never promised. And, you know, for the good parents out there that love their children and protect their children, God bless you.
And for the ones that don't, we're coming to tell you about yourself. So don't fuck up. Kansas is everything you don't want to be, okay? Promise.
She should never breed another child again.
I can't believe they allowed her the first time.
She had 2 sets, and it sounds like a freaking dog. Talking about a dog, she's had 2 sets of kids removed from her custody. Do you think she's the mother of the year? Seriously, folks.
No.
We got to do better, man. We got to do better.
No.
The states have got to do better.
And the thing is that the Dr. Phil interview made them seem like they were very sweet, nice parents, like their house was clean and stuff, but it does not show the true perspective that we have found out. And all that people have seen is the Dr. Phil interview, which does not portray a true scenario of what is actually going on that property. So
I'm going to address fly on the wall. Marissa had nothing to do with the Wells case until she found out there was money to be made. Okay.
Give me a break.
I was one of the first people with Tiffany to talk about Summer Wells. What are you talking about? But wait a second. I'm the only one that got up off her ass and flew down there. She's not a YouTuber. None of these people have channels except Olivia. Nobody's ever heard of her. And now we got 3,000 people watching us? Come on. Come on.
Jonathan has something to say.
I'm glad that you think that I really think that you really think that I make a lot more money than I actually do.
Everybody does.
It's shocking. Do you guys think that I get paid like $10,000 a month? I don't. Do you think that it's worth it being on YouTube? I don't. If I could go back the day before I started a YouTube channel, I'd have been like, fuck that. Thanks. Fuck that. Exactly, Tiffany. Remember? When did we start talking about summer? Hello, back in June. And then we started getting into the church, and I said, oh, peace out. I see snakes. This is a little too confusing. I gotta go. But guess what? Everybody else was talking about it. I said, peace out. I was talking about Xavier. I was talking about, oh my God, I talked about so many things. I got caught up with Justice for Cali. Who else did we talk about? You want to know something? I met these folks because of Gabby. Guess who made all the money on Gabby? People
Media.
Streaming me and using my content, right? And videotaping me.
Yep.
Right? So stop thinking, uh-oh, here comes Aline. Aline, you want to come up here and tell them about themselves? Because I think Aline's going to be in Knoxville with us.
Now, mind you, this was less than 10 months ago. Less than 10 months ago. And Molly doesn't recognize her 10 months later? Okay, Molly.
There you go. Come on up. Tell us what you think. Cash Gurnan, we were doing that. Yes. We were doing Cash Gurnan. This stuff was all very, very sad.
Oh, Willow, just wait if you want to hear hypocrisy. Do you guys want me to switch over to Upchurch first? Or you want to hear this first? Tell me now. Is he saying anything yet? Or does he have like an intro? This first. Okay.
Cash Gurnan tore me up. It broke my heart. That one broke my heart.
Hmm.
There was like no room. And after when I heard about Xavier, there was no room. I said, you know what? I can't allow any of these places to make me feel the way that the curse can. Oh, here she comes. Hello, Leanne. How are you? I'm glad you came up. What do you think of this whole thing? Now that we played the 911 call and everything else.
Oh, great. I'm doing fine. But first of all, I want to thank all you guys for everything you've done going out to Tennessee. I was going to go, but I ended up with the good old COVID. Anyhow, if anybody has a problem, listen to this right. If any of you have a problem with what these people are doing, get off those fucking asses and go yourself.
Damn right.
I don't give a shit who you are. You have no right to say, oh, Marissa didn't do this and Marissa didn't do that, or Tiffany didn't do that.
It sure is, Barbara, and there's voices clapping for her, but it gets worse. It's about to get worse.
Right? So how come you guys can't go do it, right? Get in your happy ass, your miserable asses, your crackheads, whatever the hell you're doing. Get in the car, you drive to the jail, you try to stay.
Gee, I wonder where Betty got the word crackhead from. Maybe because she actually was calling people a crackhead first.
And take for the situation yourself.
Aline will tell you about yourself. Okay.
I have no problem.
I gotta say, I'm so sick of hearing about this money thing. Look, folks,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
on YouTube. I mean, we all make money here. I mean,
And
I
I
haven't made a dime. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've got supporters that pay through Cash App and Venmo, and I'm not ashamed of it. I work literally. I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's already 8:30 at night. I don't know half the people on any of these channels that work as hard as we do, or as many hours as we work. And not only that, you guys aren't out in the field. You're not.
The video was December of 2021.
Dealing with the emotion, you're not dealing with the vibe, you're not dealing with dead people, you're not dealing with missing people. So until you deal and walk one day in our shoes, which I doubt half the people on this channel can even do, I'm not going to sit here and listen to people attack me because I need to put a roof over my head and lights on my in my home. I'm not going to sit here and allow people to attack me when I'm helping other people. I'm helping them. I'm not hindering them. I'm not hurting them. I'm helping them, you know, and at the end of the day, we all have real costs. So it's getting old hearing about this money thing. If you're on YouTube and you're monetized, guess what? You're making money. Everyone that's attacking us is making money.
Exactly.
So I'm tired of hearing about that argument.
This is a real job for those of us that are on this panel.
Absolutely.
This is what we do for work. 9 times out of 10, we don't get compensated for what we do.
You want to know something? I'll tell you something else. This was not a party. The first time, when I met them, the second time when I was with them, I didn't know until the very last night, that what these two girls did for a living. They were realtors like I was. And I'm like, oh, wow, amazing. I don't know any.
So Aileen supported protesting, has nothing to do with liking Molly or not liking Molly, and Voices supported tragedy pimping. So less than 12 months later, everyone's got a totally different story. You know what? As much as I fucking hate her, the only one that has not changed their story is Betty. She's the only one. She's the only one that's stuck what she said there to what she says now. And for that, you got to respect it. Oh, I'm not saying you gotta like her. She's still a tragedy pimp asshole, but you guys know what I mean. I'm like that. I said something a year ago. I say the exact same thing now. But Aileen freaking out about, well, get your fucking ass off. That has nothing to do with liking Marissa or not liking Marissa. Remember I said from the beginning, don't know why she went there in the first place. Now you know who I was calling tragedy pimp leeches. It doesn't change in 8 months. You cannot like a person. That can change without a doubt. But this fake bullshit, yeah, no. Sorry. Well, Lacey, I agree, but Mama Bear, I agree. But the point is, according to Voices, it's perfectly okay because that's how you make money. That's how they make money. Well, what changed? Now you're here not to make money. Candy, that wasn't my point. My point is that you don't call people crackheads and then cry when you get called a crackhead. You don't get called screaming when you did it to everybody else. That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit. It's total fucking bullshit. A bunch of tragedy pimp leeches. They couldn't make it as tragedy pimps, so now they're tragedy pimp leeches. I'm heading there now.
Fuck. Fucking weirdo. Ain't nobody back here. What up, kid? Hold up, I'm gonna pull in this parking spot. They just deleted my fucking post on Instagram. Where I was being like a yada 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 whatever. Anyway, hang on. I'm in a town I ain't never been in. I'm watching everybody. Let me pull over here right quick. Well, hell yeah, leave you death fluid just sitting there then, cuz. All right.
It is dark. He's in a parking lot with lights.
Dude. Why'd they delete my post? Because they don't want nobody to see what the fuck I think. What's up, Rob? All right, so who has seen all the shit about Jarod from AWP? Oh, I'm great. I'm fucking great. When you don't lie, you get to live life great. When you're not a fucking freak and a weirdo, you can live life great. Have y'all seen the shit about Jarod from AWP? No, you haven't? Okay, well, apparently he fucking raped a fucking 9-year-old girl when he was fucking 17 years old. AWP is Adventures with Fucking Purpose. No, everybody's talking about it right now. There's documents, bro. There is people coming out telling their stories and all this shit. And I feel fucking goddamn betrayed by this fucking Jarod dude. I don't know this motherfucker, but I know I seen him pulling cars out of motherfucking water and doing something good. And I seen that he had a donation thing. So, you know me, being Upchurch, but seeing people do some good shit. And this being his fucking whole shit, this Jarod dude, I donated $100,000. Jarod's the one that you don't ever fucking see, and that's why you don't see him, I guess. Yeah, his sister and his cousin. Who is he? He's the guy that that runs AWP. Any proof? Yeah, dude. There's documents and stuff. Hey, this people been talking about this for days. Don't be. Oh, is it true? Hey, I sit back and I watch and I wait for shit to come out so I can see if it's true, because the whole internet's full of shit anyway, right? Well, this has actual fucking documents. This has motherfucking emails, and apparently it was more than one person. Yeah, dude. You know what I was doing when I was 17? I was chasing fucking 37-year-old MILFs. I was trying to get into bars. Yeah. Go look it up. Type in AWP Jarod, and I'm sure it'll fucking pop up. And you know what? I feel bad for the fucking people that was working around him that didn't know this shit. Whoever those people are.
Let me just say, Ryan's 1970s porn mustache has to go. That's all I'm going to say. It's got to go, Ryan.
Yeah. So, Jarod, I'm not going to drag this out. I ain't got time for this fucking shit. But here's what I do know. I know that I donated $100,000 motherfucking dollars to your motherfucking company, cuz. Yeah, there's court documents, motherfucker. You can go look them up. All I know is I donated $100,000 to your shit because you was out here, oh, we're helping people, this, that, and the other. That's fine. Y'all was. But you're a fucking weirdo, Jarod. And I read the fucking emails when you was messaging back your cousin. I read them. And you're over here talking about, well, you know what? What's in the past is in the past. And I hope we can grow from this. Yo, fuck you, dude. If I ever see you, I'm going to knock you the fuck out, dude. For real. I ain't scared of you, dog. I mean, look what kind of person you are. You don't scare nobody. Nobody over here, cuz. Hey, here's what I know. Here's what the fuck I know, Jarod. I want my $100,000 back, you fucking weirdo. Fuck your legal team. I don't give a fuck about your legal team. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna cease and desist, man. Cease and desist these motherfucking nuts, cuz. Cease and desist these motherfucking nuts. The way that you replied to your cousin or whatever that you did the weird shit to when she was 9. I don't give a fuck if it was 100 fucking years later, motherfucker. It don't matter. You still done that shit. You still done it. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter if it's 1,000 years later. You still done it. Yeah, he's been indicted and everything, y'all. And I want my $100,000 back, you little bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck your fucking legal team.
Wow, Ryan's a little mad. Just a tad bit. Yeah, I personally think he admitted it. I really do. I think he admitted it. Now, someone said, why would the money come up now? The money would come up now because of what Jarod got accused of. I'd want my money back too. If I gave an organization $100,000 and then found out that that the guy raped his sister and his other people, I'd want my money back. I'd feel like it was like dirt money, like blood money. Fuck yeah, I'd want it back. Yeah, has anyone seen, all right, put a 1 in the chat if you had not seen the interview with the sister. Yeah, but Jarod is the one that Ryan connected with. Yeah, but it shouldn't just Jax. It's supposed to go to the organization. See, Just a Girl, I never got to listen to the whole thing. I only heard parts of it, but I see a lot of people didn't even know it existed. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to start reaching out to people. I never reach out to anybody because it's like against my morals, but it seems like all these people jump on it immediately, and that's what I'm going to do. And me and Whistledown are going to head out to Utah. I'm going to do some crystal hounding, and we're going to picket in front of Jarod's house. We're going to protest in front of Jarod's house. Show me the money. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, Pretty Eyes. All right. It's against my morals normally, but it seems everyone else is doing it. All right. Thank you, Nicole. You just gained over 20 subs. What, for saying I'm going out to Utah? All right.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hi, Jessica. I did not expect you to be here. Shout out to.
All right. 20 new members. Oh, someone bought 20 members. Thank you. See, I can't see it over here. Who did that? Thank you, Yarn. Yeah, for some reason, StreamYards doesn't show the memberships. So thank you for letting me know. Yarn, that was very sweet. That's right. Jarod lives in Oregon. Whistledown, we have to go to Oregon. Yeah, the channel that had the interview is a channel that I never heard of called Down the Rabbit Hole. And from what I heard, she did a really good job. I know, a nice person. I saw it. Thank you, Yarn. Yarn's so good to me. Oh, Nicole B gifted too? I don't see that. All I see is Yarn's. I'm sorry, Nicole. I was on panel. I called her out for being a hypocrite in chat and told her BS she is done. She called me out from panel. I can't. Oh, Sarah, was that today? I think I heard that. Yeah, I only see. Yeah, I see Yarns. Yarn gifted 20. Nicole, I'm sorry. I don't see it. My bad. Hey, Marty. All right. Let me. Oh, maybe when Yarn popped up, I didn't see it. Hey, Jerry. What was that? Oh, it was my phone. I was like, what the hell was that? All right.
I put out a video. Jessica, I almost called you Jessica. Jessica, excuse me, has been very vocal about the situation. And she has posted it on her Facebook. I was initially a little bit worried about putting her information out there. It's already been put, but it sounds like.
Can someone teach me how to use these filters? I want to know how to use a filter like this. I really do.
Jessica's at this point where she is not going to keep quiet about anything. I'm so sorry that you're going through this, and shout out to you for speaking out. I will say this, you guys saw my thumbnail. You guys saw the title. I have so many comments from people that are attacking, which is expected. I think that the news is a little bit of a shocker. Welcome, guys. Welcome as everybody's coming in. Jessica, totally up.
By the way, that's her screen. That's really dirty, not mine. I don't know what's in front of her, but it's filthy. But that's not my screen. That's hers.
To you, the link is there. Okay. Cousin is here too, although not sure if she'll comment. Please show her some love. She's a hero. Absolutely, guys. Can you guys drop some hearts in the chat for the family, please? No, totally up to you. I'm dropping the link again. You guys, if you can come up, that would be awesome. So we can get anything that you can share with us. I have no script. Period. I don't interview. We're gonna play a clip. 199 super sticker. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. And I understand how important it is to definitely be sympathetic to those voices, right? Immediately we're on attack mode, especially if we feel like we know somebody. We don't know Jarod. We don't know Jessica. We don't know any of these people, right? And so I think when somebody comes here, and not to take away from the fact that they found Kylie Rodney, but when somebody comes here and that's all, we give them so many flowers, we want to overlook any.
This isn't the video I watched. I think there's a different one because the one I watched, Ikmel came on.
Thing that's been done, what it's like to speak out against somebody with such a big following. My channel has less than 20K. You know what I'm saying? So for somebody to stand up for the truth, anything. I don't know where that YouTube channel, at least I didn't see one for him, but he's the one that kind of broke this whole situation and story. He's done a couple interviews here and there. The most recent one that I saw was with The Glare. We'll play a little clip of that interview, but let's.
Okay, I will not watch the other one. The longer one is Ikmel, right? That's the one I want to find. See, Mother Bear, I said the same thing. I hate to give JT credit, but he was on to AWP and Jarod long before SF Investigates was. All right, let me find the other one. Okay.
Are you there?
This is it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear. And you don't have to. I got a banner up, so you don't have to show your face or anything like that. We can just speak this way, okay? I see. I got private messages. You're you're doing everything correctly. Don't worry. Now, mind you, I can't confirm that you're hurt, and I just want to. Whatever you want to tell me, you talk, and I'm gonna shut up, okay?
Honestly, I really don't know what to say. Tessie was asking me if I was going to name myself, and I didn't want to.
You don't have to.
Exactly. I feel like being that it's still an open case, that
Yes.
I don't want to put anything out there that could cause problems.
No, don't. And as somebody who, yes, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm also a full-time social worker, and I know what court looks like. So don't name yourself at all, okay? So everything that we say and I say here is alleged, and I want to just kind of be mindful of that. So you put out those emails at the very least on the Reddit page?
I actually wasn't the one that put them out on the Reddit page. They were on a survivor group on Facebook.
A survivor group of Jarod?
No, it's a survivor group for SA victims.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
One of the people in the Reddit thread had actually done some research, and they were really good at their research. And apparently, I gave away a little too much information. They were able to find everything, my name and everything, and they reached out to me, and they did everything tactfully. They had my permission to put what they put out there.
You are so fucking brave. Can I just say how brave you are?
Well, I
Like,
appreciate you saying that,
you
but
are
I don't
so
feel it
brave,
at all.
girl. No, I just want to say you are so brave. Okay, don't let anybody tell you different. You are so brave for speaking out.
Well, I appreciate you. And to clarify, I know everybody keeps asking, but I don't want anything other than justice from this.
Okay, okay. And this is it. Just to be clear, then you emailed the company. Is that correct?
I did. I have successfully kept my distance from Jarod personally and quite a bit of the family for the majority of my life, to the point where when people were asking, "Hey, are you coming to the family reunion?" My first question was, "Is Jarod going to be there?" And that was a deciding factor as to whether or not I went.
Yeah.
So I knew absolutely nothing about him. I had the issue with the, with the whole funeral thing, and
Yeah.
then I was just on Facebook reading random stories because I was waiting for something and I had some time to kill, and I was reading random stories and came across that story, and it just hit home. And I won't lie, I seen red, and I immediately found his website and I sent him that email.
Mm. I was reading your email or the email, and I'm telling you, like I felt I was getting so choked up as well. It was almost like all of us felt it here, all of us in the chat, all of us.
Oh, well, I'm glad it's legible because I was feeling such rage at that moment when I was writing it. I'm surprised anything even came out.
Absolutely. I wanna warn you about something, you and Jessica as well, just so you guys are aware. Be very careful about who you contact here on YouTube. I know there's you guys have already if you've been in contact with and I could tell you who exactly as far as YouTuber wise. If Noah's awesome, shout out to him. There's very selective content creators you have to be very careful because this is exploitation for them. So what happens here on YouTube, we're talking about a YouTuber, right? Like even though he's just a regular Joe cousin, right? For you guys or sibling or whatever, people will use this to exploit your story and then throw out the possibility of you having a court case. I just want you both to be very careful. This is why I said what I said to Jessica. Like, be very careful what you're saying. You don't want to kill a potential legal matter here for you, okay?
Right.
So I don't want you to tell me your name. I don't want you to tell me anything, okay? But I just want to like commend you for speaking out, because you don't know. Everybody here is just so excited to hear you. Period.
I honestly am I'm floored it even made it this far. I was really surprised. I was prepared for the worst.
Yeah. Do you mind if I ask you if is he like the black sheep of the family? Like I'm just trying to figure this out.
I
I
wouldn't
hate to say it that way, but you know.
if you want 100% honesty, I wouldn't say no, he's the black sheep of the family because he has always kind of risen to whatever it is he tried to do. So they've always respected that as something that unfortunately is just a big part of our family. And so they, I don't know how to word it.
Yeah, yeah. But it sounds like even on the
Yeah, and they
narrative,
encouraged it. But whereas like Chessie and any of us that have actually spoken out and been truthful and said anything against the family, we're truly the black sheep. We're the ones that have been pushed to the side and kind of outed.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Do you mind if I am and this is completely up to you. There's another the other content creator that broke the story on YouTube, his name is Ikmel. He's very good with victims and very sensitive. Do you mind if I invite him up? Completely up to you. If there's anything, I don't know if he has anything to say or maybe he wants to because he stands with you guys, period. And he said so in the chat, but I want to ask permission before I bring him up.
I don't have a problem with it. In full disclosure, we have spoken in private message. So
Okay, good. So you're okay. He's one of my faves. I'm going to drop the link for you if you want to come up and if there's anything that you want to talk and or say as it pertains to this, because I'm just speaking from a social work lens. And I just happen to be a content creator. And so I'm just worried about you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I'm just worried about you guys. And I think you guys are so brave, period. And so then I would imagine having to live this, you've been to therapy, you've been through all this
yes, ma'am.
to address it. Oh my gosh. How does it feel to have people say or try to discredit your story?
I've kind of lived with that my whole life. That was nothing new.
Oh my gosh, girl.
Now, let me also put this out there, though. We got to be fair. We have to be fair. The reality is it's alleged. He has not been convicted. It is alleged. So we got to keep that in mind when, you can't automatically accuse someone, or then we'd be hypocrites for automatically accusing innocent till proven guilty. Do I believe the people talking? Yes. Do I believe this happened? Yes. Do I think this happened? Yes. Do we have confirmation it happened? No. Do we even know if the letters are real? No. So just keep that in mind. Everything is alleged.
I mean, yeah, it didn't feel good. And, you know, obviously it wasn't a preferred outcome by any means. Nobody wants that to be the reaction to something that you've said, but it took a lot for you to even say in the first place.
Oh my God.
No, what I'm saying, Mary Beth, he admitted it according to this letter on Reddit. He hasn't come out and said it. Again, do I believe? Yeah, but we don't know if those emails are legit. You get what I'm saying? We just don't know that yet. If and when he gets convicted, totally different story. In my heart of heart, do I believe it's legit? Absolutely. I absolutely believe those letters are legit. I absolutely believe that these cousins and sisters are telling the truth. But my opinion means nothing. Do you see? You know what I'm saying? But Grace, I agree with you that he admitted in messages. We just don't know legally if those messages are legit. Like I said, I personally believe they are, but you got to always, something as sensitive as this, you just got to err on the side of caution a little. Hey, Ann.
Do you feel like, what outcome would you like from this? You know, I mean, did you expect him to be indicted on anything at this point?
I don't know what I was truly expecting, to be 100% honest. Like I said, I was preparing for the worst, for them to just contact me and say, I'm sorry, this case is too old. I'm not 100% sure we can do anything with this. I, again, haven't been in contact.
Now, for the record, the reason why I believe the emails are real is because he got indicted. She would have had to prove somehow that those did come from him, I think. Like, I don't know how Utah or anything works. I'm not sure how their law system works with this. But I would assume maybe that she had to show some proof. Maybe. But they may look at it as, hey, this is what court's for. We'll bring it to court. I don't know. It could go either way, really.
Talked with the majority of my family for so long that I was not aware that I would have the people that came out and actually did back me. So I thought I was going to be completely alone in this. So it's all been a more positive experience than I expected.
Right. Oh man. And you have a lot of people that support you in the chat, by the way. My goodness.
I appreciate you guys.
I mean, it's awesome. Like I said, anybody get out of control, please block the mods. Whoever tries to get funny here, because we don't tolerate BS like that over here. And I had set that stance right away that we're not here to discredit anybody. This is your side of the story. Anything that you want to share with us pertaining to the emails, or like, what was your moment when you were writing those emails? Where was your mind?
I was so angry at first, but then, as you can see by the dates on it, we didn't continue the conversation until the next day. And so I had a little bit more time to think about it. And that was when I just realized that this was my opportunity. And I really needed to try to say what I had to say and see if I could get him to put anything in writing, even if just for my own sake. So that way, the next time somebody tried to tell me, oh, you're just being dramatic, or, you know, you're being a prima donna, or whatever else I've been called by the family, I actually had written proof and I could turn around and go, no, I'm sorry, but I have it. You can't tell me this anymore.
Hey Mel, how are you?
Hi.
Hey, we're gonna
Can you hear
call her. It's me.
Okay. Gotcha. Testing. Okay. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Do you have
Okay.
any questions? She's just sharing with us. We figured it's just a chill conversation right now.
So I joined. I was in and out, so I didn't get to hear everything you guys were talking about. But I just wanted to tell you, I guess I would just refer to you as the cousin, that we're here. We support you. I know that I just can't imagine the pressure that you feel, with just like this large, sometimes mob of people just questioning and doubting, and just all the negativity, and attacking and stuff. And also thank you for trusting me too when I DM'd you. And I just want you to know that we support you, and anything you need. And also, like Rabbit said, just be careful too, because some of these people out there are malicious. They have ill intent, secretly recording you, doing this and that. And you know the DMs that we had, I was just trying to look out for you too. So
I understand, and I thank you so much for that.
I don't know. As far as questions, I'm not sure. So you're gonna be there, obviously, I guess November 30th.
He said that I don't have to be there. I don't particularly want to have to be there. If I don't have to be, but I will be.
Do you need help with attorney stuff? Like, are you good?
This right now, because it is the criminal case, the state has taken it on. This is all them. This is Utah versus Jarod. This is
Oh,
not me
wow.
versus Jarod. That would only be if I were possibly going after money and did like a civil case. Would I require a
Absolutely.
lawyer at that point?
Are they offering you advocacy, a victim's advocate or anything like that through the state?
Both the state of Utah and the state of Nevada offered it to me, yes.
Okay.
Another question too, because I was just familiarizing myself with this. So Utah, from when I looked online, they just lifted the statute of limitations in 2017. Is that correct? About with regards to child sexual abuse?
I'm not 100% sure on the dates. I only accidentally came across this again because of a Facebook ad. It said something about, were you molested in the Mormon church? Click here to see if a lawyer can help you out. And so I just kind of went down that rabbit hole.
When you had like that email exchange, is that kind of too what motivated you like to kind of come forward more because now you had more solid like information as far as admitting?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Jessica said, and I completely agree, you need to change your name from cousin to hero. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Period. Jessica, keep us in line. Period. That's how it is.
Well, I'm not the only hero. She's definitely putting herself out there much more than I even have at this point. So I'd say she's a step above me. She's even let everybody know what her name is. I haven't been able to do that yet.
Absolutely. And there is I'm looking at the chat, and I'm sure Mel will probably share with you. I think that there's like a list of these alleged tragedy pimps that are kind of there in the market of exploiting things like this. So just kind of being mindful of who you connect and who you contact with. There's going to be people that are going to be talking about you guys in various streams. Just be careful about how you participate in the chat. This is why I was very leery about what to read and what to say, because Mel and myself, we already know how this works in the background. For an actual case, a legal case, you have to say less, if that makes sense. So we just want to be mindful of you guys,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's people that sit there all day long digging into you guys instead of really digging into, the alleged person, but really just digging into the victims and accusing them and stuff. The other thing too, and if you can answer, are there other people too potentially that are like victims besides you and the sister?
I think the only reason I feel comfortable saying this is because I've already, unfortunately, in the heat of a moment, already said this in writing somewhere, I believe on Reddit, that yes, there are more of us, but that's their story to tell, and they need to be comfortable with the timing, or if they even decide to go through this. I reached out to a few when I started this process, and they decided to decline.
Absolutely. Jarod himself alluded, or even said it in the email, that there was families and together, and there was it was a very like they had a way to deal with it. Why haven't you dealt with it? Type of kind of shift blaming the victim, if that makes sense.
It 100 makes sense because that is the family dynamic. This does go generations back. I won't go into much detail about that because, again, that's all their stories. But this is generational for sure. So it's been almost to the point where, as angry as I am towards my mother for hugging him and telling her she forgave him, I almost kind of later looking back on it and after going to therapy and discussing it, I can understand why going through that kind of family trauma, that was her immediate knee-jerk reaction, because that's what they're taught to do. That's what we were all taught to do.
There is, and I want to be careful because the chat is bringing this up as well. Do you at all feel like any of this is in relation to the church, to the Mormon church? Have you separated those two? Or personally, I feel like we can't blame the church and allow the church to take responsibility for what a grown man has done. But I'll let you answer that,
I think only in the way of the church has that forgive and forget kind of motto. Realistically, because I'm not LDS, my mother's not LDS. A lot of us weren't, and we weren't, I wasn't brought up in that way whatsoever. As a small kid, I kind of remember going to church with them occasionally, but that's all I remember. So I wasn't brought up that way. It was more just the family dynamic because it did have such a hardcore Mormon background to it.
Was Jarod LDS?
At one point in time, yes, I believe. He had to have been. His father was. You'd be better off asking Chessie about that, being his sister. Again, like I said, I kept very far away from him. Even as a small child, before everything else started happening, he always scared me. He did evil things.
I'm going to drop the link for Jessica if she wants to come up. Completely up to her. That's up to her and her choice, and the only reason I mentioned the church is because it came up in the body of the email in his response. but also it's coming a lot in the comments that people have left. Well, blame this on the Mormon church. I said, listen, you got to be able to separate a lot of this from the person as well. Whew, this is some heavy stuff, you know? How has this all affected you overall in your life making decisions, family? Are you able to share a little bit with us?
I've always had extreme trust issues, um, understandably. I always, for the longest time, I will not lie, I was always very sad and felt kind of like a pit inside of me as if something was missing because I didn't have that connection with my family. I didn't have that, I wasn't involved in a lot of the things that they did. I wasn't invited to a lot of the things they did. It was pretty much just the typical, hey, we're inviting everybody to the family union, so I fell under that umbrella. So I have a big disconnect with the family, so I can't answer a whole lot of questions on their behalf, if that makes any sense, because I stayed away from them as much as I could. If I possibly had the choice to not be around them, I didn't.
Kurt, come up here and give me the scoop. Give us the scoop. Winston's not happy. Buka stole his pillow. So now he's all mad.
And you currently don't have any contact with the family, right? It sounds like you've been pretty distant from everyone.
Yeah, no, the last contact I had with them was when I let them all know what my intentions were and that there was a possibility some of them could be brought into it because Jarod himself named them an email.
Absolutely. Yes, for those that are coming in, we had done a live, Ishmael broke the story here about Jarod from AWP. He is here on this channel. Thank you. No thanks, investigates. Absolutely. Thank you. He had, broken the story here, and essentially it's gone out there as well as what Jarod has done in his past. It's come to light. And here is the writer of those emails, the hero, as we will call her here, the cousin. Okay. And Jessica is the sister who is in the chat as well, has been very active with everyone. I had to confirm, Mel, that it was her. I said, I need you to send me a message because you're saying a lot. Everybody says everything. So I was like, I need you to confirm. And she did. Shout out to her. She didn't take offense to it. My God, man.
Have you spoken at all to Jarod since like that email exchange?
No, I was never actually told by anybody to not have contact with him, but I just assumed, again, being with everything that was about to happen, it was better to just not say anything to him. I don't really have much else to say to him at this point.
Can you tell me how it felt when you got the call from the district attorney's office, or was it an email when they informed you what they were planning to do?
It was a phone call, and I answered the phone with a pit in my stomach, expecting him to just kind of blow me off because it'd been a little while. And the news was much better than I expected it to do. And I will not lie, I was jumping up and down and crying.
Wow. My goodness. I'm just amazed. Number one, you hit the link. I didn't think you were going to hit the link. I didn't think anybody was going to hit the link, right? You're an amazing person for speaking up. I'm just at odd by your words, and just everything that you've said. Mel, do you have any other questions for?
I was kind of wondering too, and again, I'm sorry because I didn't hear some of the previous conversations you guys had, but so I had heard that you were trying to talk about this from a while back, and is it true that your comments and stuff were being deleted on Reddit? Like I had seen screenshots of something like that.
Yes, a lot of the users on Reddit were having an issue with me putting it out there because, and I understand looking back on it, they were just accusations at that point. I'm sorry. I honestly I was still trying to be comfortable with being vocal about it, and I use the internet as my buffer zone, if that makes any sense.
You guys, Yarn, you don't know the story of Jarod from Subway? He got caught with child porn, and he's in jail probably, I think, for life. And he was like the Subway guy, the one that did all the commercials, and he was like the Subway guy. He lost a lot of weight, and then they found out he was into all this child porn.
So my first time actually saying anything and putting anything out there was on the internet, and I did it in a victims advocacy group. So it was kind of a small group of people. And then my next step was I moved on to like Reddit and stuff like that and was kind of looking at stuff, and that's where I found some comments, and I couldn't help myself. I commented on them. And that was my kind of my platform to take the backlash and see if I was even strong enough to move forward with this. And the stuff that people said to me and the stuff that they messaged me in my inbox was just horrific. But after going through all of that, and I talked to my therapist about it, she says, "Well, you survived it, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yes." And she goes, "And you're stronger for it, correct?" And I was like, "Okay." And she goes, "Well, a trial is going to be nothing more than that. Anything and everything these people threw at you, these accusations, these everything like that is what you're going to get in a trial. So do you think you're strong enough to move forward?" And at that point, I said yes. And I actually reached out to the police department and made the first step.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I think that's it that I have because I wasn't really prepared to come on. I just want to let you know that we support you. There's some good people out there that are willing to stand with you. And if you need anything, if there's anything any of us can do, whether it's just support or if eventually, I don't know, if you need some sort of, I know you said that the attorney stuff is not through you, it's through the state, but if you need any kind of like, I don't know, funds or something, some sort of, I don't know, or awareness thing, I'll definitely push it, or if anybody else will support you in that as well. So
Definitely.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
thanks.
Yeah, for sure. And your bravery, like just you and Jessica, my goodness, like what you've taken on is huge and it's not going to stop here, right? Um, I think we all support you and we stand with you. And I want to thank Mel for standing brave as well because you've taken on a lot. I think all of us content creators that are speaking against AWP or anything, we risk being flagged, shut down, accused, some type of conspiracy theory, which is not okay because
I can kind of relate as far as the whole like the false accusations and like these huge like people that are considered like celebrities or something, that it's like once they say something, people just like they take their word. It doesn't matter what they do. They can lie. They can do all kinds of stuff and people don't seem to care because of their like celebrity status. And then when somebody with such a huge following comes after you, you know, I mean, I don't know. I can definitely sympathize with like how horrendous and nasty the internet can be and just cold and callous and unsympathetic, you know, and just targeting and attacking victims. You know, I mean, just crazy.
Absolutely. All for clicks and views. It does happen. I think I have Jessica here. Jessica, is this you?
Yes, it's me.
I'm not going to make you send me another message. Thank you for
I
doing
can
it.
verify it, sir. I know that voice.
You cool. Shout out to you guys.
Sorry, it took me a long time to try to figure out how to get logged into this thing. I've never done this before.
I figured as much. Jessica, like you're on it. Like you're speaking out. Oops, sorry about that, my daughter. You're speaking out. Like where's your mind at? Where are your thoughts at right now? I didn't hear what you said. Say that again.
This, I was kicked out of my family back at a very young age because of this, because I spoke out and I wouldn't back down from the truth.
Your sound is a little bit in and out, and I'm wondering if I heard what you said. You were kicked out of your family because of this, because you spoke out. Your family is definitely not in support of you guys speaking out. Am I hearing that correctly?
The majority of them know.
Wow. Jessica, are you there?
I think she might have some connection issues.
Yeah, that's what it sounds. Maybe you guys can answer to that.
You know, Jessica in that email exchange, what's going on here? And
kind of gave reporting, right? Like this is.
She backed me up when, again, like I said, I was not even sure if anybody from my family was going to attempt to do that or if they were just going to all be on his side.
That's what it sounds like. Jessica, are you back? Or are you still having some sound issues? I'd love to hear from you.
And I just want to say too, with regards to the statute of limitations, from what I found online, I was reading, it says that in
Creek Squad.
2017, Utah legislature unanimously passed HB 277, which eliminated the deadline for civil child sexual abuse claims, which previously had a 4-year statute of limitations. So that, I mean, that's important too, because I've seen that the whole statute of limitations come up a lot. So, I mean, it was pretty limited before. And so they just kind of a couple of years ago lifted that up.
Right. And I'm so thankful that they did. More states really need to catch on to that because, like I said, most people, there was no way I had completely comprehended what had happened to me by 3 years.
And I wonder if some of this came from just the religious abuse stuff that was coming out of Utah, between the LDS Church and also the institutional places in Utah, right? Because they were doing a lot of treatment centers. Paris Hilton spoke a little bit about that. So there's been a lot of legislation changes recently because of that. So, I mean, this is great news. And for those that are wondering, because I go back to that email message, you told this man he needs to go to the police station and say all the wrongdoings that he did. And that's what you want. He needs to serve time behind bars. That is what you want as the victim of this situation. So for those that are asking, well, what does she want? It was pretty black and white written in that message, how I saw it.
Exactly. And I mean, for all I knew, we could have walked in there and they would have just looked at me and been like, why are you bothering me with this? I was willing and prepared to have that outcome, but that was really all I asked for.
Right, right. And that's how I figured. I'm going to drop the link for Jessica one more time. I don't know if she's able to connect in or make it. I mean, she was giving us some information here that I was like, a lot of us don't know all the stuff. I mean, Mel, how are you feeling about all this? Where's your mind at?
I was somewhat surprised when I had heard all this, and I almost feel like it's one of those things, like I've said, and some other people have said, it's kind of coming full circle, I think. And I was just really shocked, just kind of shocked by the whole situation. And even like when I was reading the emails and where he was referring to like this generational stuff, which I know she doesn't want to speak on too much, but it's like some sort of like acceptance or something. It seems like within the families or whatever, year after year. I don't know. It's just shocking that like even where she said her mother kind of just hugged him and forgave him. Like I don't even know how you process that as a kid. You know, it's just your own mother. You know.
Right. Hey, Jessica, you're back. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I don't know where you lost me.
You were sharing just in general a little bit of I think you said you were kicked out of the family for speaking out. If you want to keep going from there, we'll hear you from there.
Sure, absolutely. I was kicked out of the family at a very young age for speaking out. I don't even know what to even think about that, you know, looking back at it, you know, on it as an adult, because I never would do any of that to my children. I would actually seek the help that they needed. You know, when here a while back, I had gotten an email, or well, through Messenger, I had received some stuff which has been all over social media lately, you know, and that was the text between the hero and Adventures with Purpose. And I was asked, have you heard about this? And I guess this has been going on since the first part of the year. I had not heard about this. And
before I continue, I have an honest question. Is anyone in the chat part of or ever grown up with the Mormon religion or this kind of incestuous relationships? Because if so, I would love to talk to you because I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. All in the name of religion. And I have a lot of questions. I really do.
I was recently over this stuff, or at least I thought that I was over my past, and I was starting to move forward. As you'll even see on my Facebook page, I have a picture of me in a camouflage jacket with some cleavage. And I finally was starting to realize how beautiful of a person I was, not only on the inside, but the outside. You know, I was starting to finally believe all the things that people have been telling me about myself, that I was a beautiful person. And I even made a funny comment about it saying, hey, I'm in a camouflage jacket so no one can see me, you know. And then all of a sudden I get this message, and I know that I need to help. I know that I need to help the hero, because I know that the hero wants justice. I know that the hero is hurting because the hero is seeing someone else be called a hero that is the farthest thing from it. And that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair. And it's not fair to others to not have their children protected. It's not fair for the nation now to be calling somebody a hero when their own children could possibly, allegedly, be at risk. I knew that I had to take it upon myself to take a few steps back. And even though it has pretty much dragged me emotionally through the dirt, it has been very hard on me because, like I said, I thought it was something that I was over. I'm obviously not, but I definitely will not stand by and watch other people hurt when justice can possibly be served, when other people can possibly not be abused by the same person. They have every right to know who this person really is that was being called a hero. They're not the hero. My cousin is the hero. And I am willing, and I still am willing, to put my life at risk. It's been.
I got news for you. I can relate to that. And my story was nothing compared to these people. Like, it wasn't a family member at all. It was my next door neighbor. And it wasn't even that bad, like, compared to all these horror stories. And I looked him up a couple of years ago. And my mom even said to me, why are you doing this to yourself? Because it brought up like a whole bunch of feelings. So I couldn't even imagine it on this level. I just can't. Exactly, McFly. And this is why I'm an atheist.
Maybe she cut out again.
Oh, I think she did. Oh my gosh, Jessica. Can you hear me, Jessica? She's in and out. Oh man. Whew.
Yeah, and I want to really hear what she has to say too. Too bad the connection thing.
Wow. Hero, do you have anything to say so far? I mean, because I know you got to be very careful what you say, but just overall, where is your mind at? Are you doing okay?
I am. It just brings up old memories, and I feel so bad for Jessie because I know what she went through in the family. She was the one who was demonized mostly that kept the rest of us so quiet because we didn't want to be in the same position she was.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Jessica, are you still there? I can drop the link one more time for you if you want to. And if not, maybe you and Mel can, I don't know, connect offline. Oh, she dropped again.
I was wondering too, for Hero, I was wondering, do you believe like the rest of AWP knew about this stuff, or?
I won't lie, when I first read that, I thought that's just a typical tactic for him to say, well, everybody knows about this, so that way I wouldn't attempt it.
In my personal opinion, religion is nothing more than afterlife insurance. That's all it is. You're buying insurance. You're buying into a belief of insurance for when you die. It's the same thing as car insurance. You have a car and you buy into insurance in case something happens. You have health insurance. You buy into it in case something happens. Religion, you buy into it for when you die. That's all religion is. Afterlife insurance.
To try to reach out in case I was trying to cause drama, which was never my intent. I only wanted to speak to him. But after, I think I seen another YouTube video somewhere where an ex-AWP employee had came on and said that, yes, they knew, but it was dumbed down. And it's exactly the way he admitted everything to my mother. It was a very watered down version.
Yeah, he had come on. I think his name is Kevin. He came on yesterday, and he had said something about like he had mentioned the situation, but like you said, I guess probably watered down, not the real details. And the other thing too, I want to ask you because I saw a clip of a video where he mentions, I think when he was 16 or 17, that he had left the country. Do you think it was because of everything that happened?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't speak on that.
Okay.
I didn't know about all of that until recently when somebody in the family told me the story.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can send you the clip. I just thought it was kind of interesting and kind of weird. It was right around the time of these things that happened, like right after it looked like he left the country. I don't know.
Wow. When he
See, Grace, and I agree with that, but here's my question with that, okay? And I really mean this. Is it an excuse? And I'll tell you my opinion after. Is it an excuse that this may be the only way he knew and it's passed down generation after generation after generation and the church says it's okay? So they're only doing what was done to them and what's been passed around for generations, even in their heart, if they think it's wrong. Is that what happened? Is that going to be a viable excuse in court? Is that a viable excuse in the church? Or what do you guys think? Because I've thought about this for a couple of days. I wasn't even going to go live about this for a couple of days until I really figured out how I was going to present it. And here we are today.
he told you, so basically when he told you in the email that he's got nothing to hide, this is an unfiltered company email, so everybody in the email company, do you think that was tactic for him to just kind of keep you quiet?
I assumed as much, yes.
Okay. That's so interesting. I mean, unless the support emails went everywhere, because it was like AWP support or something, right?
Yeah, I didn't email him at a personal email because I didn't have one for him at that time.
I think that the bravery for you just to write an email and send the email. Tell me, like, you were upset. Anything else that you want to share about where your mind was at the time when you sent it?
I would love to say that any of this.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. The repentance thing You can go through with LDS and then walk the earth as if nothing happened. That's my point. But will it work in a court of law? I'm so glad, blue-eyed female. You're welcome. I know the key lime pie is great.
This was actually bravery, but it was just full on. I was upset. Everything came back to the surface. Everything that I had, like Jesse said, thought I'd moved on from, thought I had pushed down and dealt with, and had just, it just became okay with, like I was supposed to, like everybody else in the family. And then, all of that happened, and it was just, I was upset. And everything over those generations of being upset about that, from the moment that I stood there silently screaming in my head, this is a lie, as he's admitting to my mom what he said he did to me, all the way up until this point, just came out in.
Now, let me say this. I know it's an excuse, and I know it's a bunch of bullshit, but it's been used in the courts for a long time. For example, certain killers, not all of them, but certain killers will get not off, like they're not free, but they'll get a lot less of a charge, or the jury will feel bad for them because of all the abuse that they endeavored in their whole life. So that's what I'm wondering. I know, Tinkerton. Why is that? I mean, I don't watch either one of them to begin with, but you would think another big creator would go live about it.
Writing at that moment.
What I find very interesting, Mel, and I don't know, you might have read it on your channel too, the About Me page of his history. He doesn't talk about any of his history that Steve Fisher pulled, the 39.
Oh, wow.
Do you notice that?
Yeah, he didn't mention any of that. And I was looking at that yesterday. It was a lot. It was a long, I'm going to have to look it up again, history of like I'm going to have to pull it up and see right now. Let's see. Yeah, long history. A lot of traffic infractions, reckless driving.
Did you see the weapons?
Let's see. Yeah, weapon use unlawful, DWS violation, attempt to elude police, and then some of the stuff goes pretty far back. Firearm, carry, use dangerous weapon, attempt to flee police, false swearing, menacing, pointing firearm at another. Yeah, these are all into like in the 90s.
None of that was written on his About Me page. It was like, I did a 20-page essay with about a girl, and trying to pick up girls that way. And it sounded like he married his high school sweetheart. Like, I'm just wondering. And then he might have had a baby during this guy. It was like a love child type of, I hate to say it that way, but something to that effect, where there is no communication. But where in that did he have time to fit all this background? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, no, he didn't mention none of that. And it was like I don't know.
See, Wendy, that's what I'm disappointed about. All these interviews, nobody asked the right questions. I mean, they got some questions, but that's the stuff I want to know. I want to know, what was Jarod like growing up with him? Was he always weird? Did he, like, there were so many questions they can ask and didn't. And I was getting frustrated, just like I got frustrated again. Like, I understand that there's not a lot of questions, but there's so many that they can be asking that has nothing to do with the case, but that'll give us a better insight to our opinions of what's going on. I mean, they put this out. Let's, I don't know who the Pascal show is. Then again, I didn't know who she was either. Who's the Pascal show? Oh, by the way, that was Down the Rabbit Hole. And here's the link to her channel. Am I like one of the only creators that doesn't care if you mention another creator? I don't know why people get so weird about it. Like, don't mention another creator. Why? We're all here together. My parents' family was essayed by a pastor for years, as were hundreds of other kids. He only got caught after a kid committed suicide and never spent a day in jail. Oh, I believe that. Yeah, twins, I don't get it. I don't understand why people are like that. Like, what do you think they're going to do? Steal your subs? Like, the only people I won't give their channel is my haters, and that's for obvious reasons. But I don't care. I have no problem giving all the names. I think it's so immature when people do that. Yeah, Gina, we streamed it. I actually streamed it. I was hoping it was more than 6 minutes. Do you also do this to anyone else? But allegedly, yes. It's not great. That's what I'm saying, Kathy. That's why I find it weird. Like to avoid people spamming other channels. Yes. I remember my daughter wanted to join the Girl Scouts, and I said, oh, hell no. The Pascal Show. Interview with Jessica, that one? His last 2 videos both have the exact same amount of views. That's funny. They both have 14K. Other creators will block us talking about. Yeah, I don't see the point, but that's just me. Yeah, I got it, Crystal. I don't think I like this guy. If you want to. I don't think I like this guy. I think he annoyed me, but we'll have to see. Pascal, I love you as long as you don't strike me.
Jennifer Lewis, which will be coming out very, very soon. Got a little prayers and our strength. Just said heartbreaking and love to survivors. Absolutely. I want male stay alive. Okay, so but anyway, criminal charges were filed on Friday. HJD
world and all that, but at the same time, we should sit back, chill, find out what's really going on with them, etc. If you understand complaint, isn't doing that. Clearly, he hasn't. Like the program that I use for the everybody hit the number 1 to make sure you guys can hear me, okay? And Cheska, if you don't mind muting the show in the background, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Just did.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. First off, okay, so everybody can hear you. Say hi, Cheska.
Hey everybody, I appreciate the support. It's I haven't hardly seen anything negative. Everything's been positive support, and me and my cousin the hero, we completely appreciate it.
Yes. First off, I want to say thank you so much for being on here, checking out the show and being a part of the conversation here. But of course I got a gang of questions for you. Obviously there's been a lot of coverage over this story, over this news. It's very, very shocking. Now, was it from your cousin stepping out that, speaking out and exposing this? Was that when she did this, was that what inspired you to maybe speak out, or was this something?
Stephanie, if you got booted, you wouldn't be here. So what do you mean? Why did I get booted for having an opinion? Don't be a troll.
Something that you've been trying to get out for a long time.
I have been getting this out my entire life. Back when I was younger, I actually was put into counseling for a while by one of my step parents because she knew that it was happening and possibly happening to a couple of my other half siblings. So, and if I was really good in math, so I all of a sudden one day my life changed and I had to go to these meetings after school. And I realized the constant in the questioning, which was Jarod. Every single time I went, they would ask me all kinds of different questions, but the constant at every single meeting was Jarod, and is Jarod doing things to you? And I wouldn't say anything. I would protect him. He had me manipulated at a very young age because this wasn't our secret. I had an aunt that I really looked up to. So when I was manipulated into doing these things at a young age, he didn't tell me it was our secret. He told me it was, my aunt's secret. This is what my aunt showed him, which I don't believe. I definitely don't believe that. I honestly think that he told me this only to manipulate me into keeping my mouth shut, because I was a sister. I would rat him out for anything. He did the same thing to me. He set me up on all kinds of things when I was younger that I would have to turn into like a little investigator and try to investigate and prove my way, to freedom from a lot of the punishments that I would get because he would do things and set me up ever since I was a child. So I honestly believe in my heart that that my aunt didn't do anything to him, and he only told me that so that I would keep my aunt's secret because I adored her so much.
Wow.
So, you know, I kept on getting questioned. I kept on getting questioned. And finally, one day, I just wanted my life to go back to normal. You know, I didn't want to go to these meetings after school every day. And so I finally told the truth one day, hoping that the next day I wouldn't even have to come in. I realized what the constant was. I gave them the information that they were looking for.
Right.
Even though I felt like it was throwing my aunt under the bus, I just wanted to go back to my regular life. My regular life, it was never my regular life after that. I was then labeled as the problem child. I was the reason why my stepmom left with her kids to protect her kids. You know, I no longer even had her there for protection. You know, she couldn't take me with. I wasn't hers. You know, and now all of a sudden you have a child that's crying at night wanting their mother. We were raised by a single dad, so now you have a child that's crying at night wanting her mother, and I was just a complete problem child. As Jarod is put on a pedestal, as Jarod is put in some sort of a group home of some sort under another uncle's name so that he could be hid from divorce proceedings because my dad was seeking custody, you know, or at least visitations, which he didn't get any of them. You know, that was definitely a just action in the courts of Utah at the time because, you know, of course, at that point, she had all of the proof that she needed to protect her children. And instead of getting me the help that I needed, because, it, you know, like the last time I was in counseling as a child was when I, you know, exposed him and said what actually happened. And then all of a sudden counseling just stops and the information is now, you know, out there for her for those proceedings. But I never ended up getting the help that I needed. Jarod never ended up getting the help that he needed. If anything, he was told that, you know, everybody was told that the stepmother was crazy and that she was accusing him of doing things that he didn't do. And then he was hidden in a home under somebody else's name so that he could not be available for questioning. You know, that right there is where I pretty much, you know, like Jarod already had problems before that. And he was already a manipulator before that, you know, and he was already setting, you know, things that people up, you know, for failure before that. However, I honestly think that this was what led up to who Jarod became. To where I've straight up told the state of Utah, if you go after my brother, you also need to go after my father for creating this monster, for covering this up, for making him think that he's innocent for his actions while everybody else suffers behind him in his path. And his path, it seems like, has gotten wider and it's gotten worse.
So, Cheska, if you mind me asking this real quick, I mean, first off, thank you for giving us all that information. It's a lot to digest. But I do have to ask you: are you saying that this has kind of been passed on? Like when you say creating Jarod, was this something that was passed on? Is this a
You know, I have become the voice of our purpose, you know, what we have all come together to do. And now what has happened 30 years ago has come to light and it's affecting everybody involved with this. There are contracts in place. There's legal ramifications. I mean, you know, with me even speaking my opinion, but in this scenario, I got to keep it real to everybody who loved Adventures with Purpose, who loves Adventures with Purpose, who loves what we were able to accomplish in this world. We've proven that what we have done works, it's effective, it's a need for it. You know, we tell people stories. We are the voice for the voiceless. When we are covering these people's stories and going into their homes and representing them and telling their story of their missing loved ones, that's what it is we do. Do nothing else, you know? And I'm not just speaking for me, because I'm not the only one that's involved in this. There are other people's lives who are affected by this, you know? And that's what this is about.
Okay, let me just throw my 2 cents in because I'm getting really fucking mad listening to him and his bullshit. But let me say this. Jarod didn't, and this, like him speaking tells me it's even true, like it's true, because why would he even be saying this instead of just denying it? But he didn't steal a car 30 years ago. He didn't beat up some old person 30 years ago. He was 17 years old, Doug, and he fucking raped a 9-year-old sister, cousin. This is not like he stole a car. So any kind of sticking up for him, I don't care how much AWP is done. Get the company, change the fucking name, and continue to do what you do. But making excuses for someone who raped their own sister is never going to be okay. Sorry, not sorry. I just had to say that.
And being real is all you can be. That's all you got in this world is what you stand for and how you come up. Yeah, you know, done a lot of good in this world, and everybody's got a story to tell. Everyone, absolutely everybody has a story to tell.
Most people don't have a story of raping their own sister. Sorry, Doug, you're losing credibility the more that comes out of your mouth. This is not a stolen car. This isn't even an armed robbery. I could even excuse an armed robbery. He was drunk, he was high, he did that. I could deal with all that. Raping your sister when you're 17 and she's 9, there's absolutely no justification in the world that can you justify this. This is not like he stole a car. Sorry.
You know, where I come from, though, there's codes. Where I go from here, you know, I have a lot of support, and I love everybody who's reaching out and just telling me and letting me know that I have your support, and that you stand with me. And my future is just going to go with being real. You know, I'll continue to follow the passion that I've developed with helping people, with, you know, telling somebody's story. You know, I come from the towing industry, and now I pull cars out underwater, helping families get answers. I've developed that passion. It's unfortunate that I've developed that passion and this has happened. It doesn't align with what I believe in. I have daughters, I'm a father, and I come from a real rough background, and I've changed my life. I've become a really good man. And
Doug, once again, all right. If Jarod was convicted of murder, I would have more sympathy than I do now. If he got involved in an armed robbery and he ended up killing someone and doing 10 years for it, I could live with that. I could say he was probably high or on drugs or something. I could live with that. I can't live with you making excuses for a 17-year-old who raped their own sister, who raped their own cousin, and told the cousin that basically that's what he knew. I'm sorry, Doug, you're not the victim in this. I understand it's going to fuck up your money line. I get that. But if you're really passionate about it, you don't need Jarod to do it. X him out from the company. Yeah, you can, Pretty Eyes. Links posted. X him out from the company and move and continue what you're doing. Plain and simple.
always follow the code. And that code has been violated. With that being said, you know, there's a lot of legal things that have to play out, and they got to play out, you know. But it doesn't involve me. It doesn't involve my name. It doesn't involve anybody else's name that's been associated with it, you know, because we've worked with a lot of people intimately. And there's a lot of people that are hurting right now.
That's me, Lord.
I'm just as heartbroken. I care a lot about what it is that I've been able to do. And where this goes, I don't know. I don't know where this goes. My future's bright. I'm gonna always be okay. My family's gonna be okay. And I kept it real, you know. I can't wait for lawyers to make decisions. I have to defend my family. I have to defend myself. And unfortunately, you know, that doesn't align with my future. It doesn't align with me at all. None of us, you know what I mean? None of us knew any of this. And I am just as shocked as everybody else. It's really unfortunate and heartbreaking. Yeah, man, people that know me, you guys know I'm a survivor. And, you know, I got nothing to hide. I'm not going to hide nothing. Is what it is. be positive, you know, moving forward. You know, there's people out there that have a story to tell. There's victims out there that have a story to tell. And I have been a voice for those victims. I'm gonna continue to follow that passion. And I know I'll have the support to do so. I'm respected in a lot of circles with agencies. And those who know me, and those of you who don't know me, get to know me. The future's gonna be great, but it won't be what it used to be. You know, we all gotta move forward, whatever that means. I don't know. Appreciate each and every one of you.
That seemed like the most insensitive thing I've ever heard in my life.
You think so?
Oh yeah, that was a put on. But see what he was doing right there with the, oh, you know, we've changed our lives and I got daughters to raise. That's what us victims have been told our whole lives. Oh, they changed their life. Oh, they got a family now. Oh, this, that, and the other. Also, we won't come forward. That breaks my heart. And Jessica and her cousin are fucking heroes. They're not heroes. He wants to say there's victims out there that needs to, that he wants to be a voice for. Why not be a voice for Jarod's survivors? How about that?
I agree.
That was like, poor me, I'm the victim. No, you're not the victim, dude.
No, but in all fairness, I get where he's coming from. I mean, he's not a victim, no, but he is a victim in a sense of
business sense, yes.
He spent all this time and all this money and all this everything to put together this business with Jarod, and you know, they were onto something and they were doing really good and they had a bright future, and all of a sudden it just came crashing down. He's not going to make the same money with another outfit. He's not get, you know, it was like kind of like a drug dealer, like you're on top of the world, things are going phenomenal, and then it all comes crashing down because you get arrested and everyone's out. That's what he's saying, and I get it. I do.
Yeah, I understand that part because it's probably just Jarod's business and not Jarod and Doug's business.
It is Jarod's business. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. They could try to, okay, so all the money that's lost, well, then again, I guess all the equipment goes through Jarod, and Jarod's probably going to sell everything for illegal.
Yeah, this just breaks my heart. I mean, just hear, I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, have compassion for all victims, not just the ones that you go search for. How about the ones that, you know, don't ever get a voice and they're still alive?
I agree.
Jessica and her cousin, I applaud them because, you know, I'm not willing to relive my childhood and that traumatic experience to do what they've done. And I applaud them.
I do too. I applaud them as well. But let me also say this: when I know people are talking about the code or the non-disclosure agreements, here's what I think. I think Jarod thought ahead, and maybe there's something in the contract about their past, and that goes for all of them, that even, you know, if something comes out, like a good lawyer might put that in their contracts just so if something did ever come up, all they have to do, you know, they're not allowed to speak about it. That could be, like Doug said, he had a rough life. Well, maybe there's stuff in Doug's past that he doesn't want to come out, and that if it ever did come out, he wouldn't want anyone running to the past. Do you know what I'm saying? So it makes me think that those contracts were just Jarod's way of protecting himself if this ever came out, and probably sold it to the rest of them that if something does come out, you know, about you, Doug, nobody is allowed to say anything. So I think he covered himself. And that's what Doug's talking about, that he broke the contract. That's how I see it.
I don't know. It's just wild to me. It's absolutely wild to me.
Because if Jarod is smart knowing what he did, he's definitely a smart businessman, but he definitely could have just sign them, have a contract just in case something ever came out or this ever backfired or something. I think it was a smart business move. And that's what Doug's talking about. And that's why Doug said he broke the contract. Oh, I agree, GF2. I never liked
I
it.
don't think Doug should have said. I mean, Doug should never did that video.
Why?
I think it makes him look bad than the good person that I see him as. Now I look at him in a different light.
I think it's damage control.
And it may be because I'm a survivor too. And hearing those words from him, that broke my heart. It broke my heart. But I hope he rises above it. I mean, I hope he doesn't let this deter him from his dream, because, you know, he did have something special. Hopefully, maybe he'll hook up with Exploring with Nug and Adam Brown, you know? I mean, they do it too, so.
See, but we don't know what kind of part Doug played in this.
Yeah, that too.
Maybe it's going to come out that Doug knows that Doug knew, and nobody's going to want to work with Doug. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and maybe it's even more gross than we even knew.
Well, allegedly, Laura, allegedly in the emails, Jarod told the cousin that they all knew.
Yeah, but we don't know to what extent.
Yeah.
He could have pulled, I played house with her when we were 12. We don't know. I highly doubt, I mean, I could be wrong, but I highly doubt, especially if he's a narcissist, that he would ever say, yeah, I raped my sister when I was 17 and she was 9. That's a hard thing for some, like, if I would have just punched him out. You know,
Right, they all deny it.
So we don't know what they knew. They may have known something. We just don't know what they knew.
Right.
Because I don't think that he would have ever admitted to what it actually is, because Jarod probably thought he would never get indicted. So it was probably one of these, oh yeah, you know, we did some fucked up shit.
He probably thought he was safe until we lifted our statute of limitations.
Well, I don't know. I'm saying the way he presented it to the team. The way he presented it to the team.
Yeah. I don't know. I just had to come up here because it really irritated me, and I didn't want to type.
Yeah, I'm glad you came up.
I'm glad I did too.
What's up, Dylan?
What up? What up?
What up? What up?
Do I sound better?
Oh, this is the map guy, huh?
Yes.
Hi, Dylan.
Map guy. What's up? What's up?
I've been
Do I sound a lot better now and everything?
How are you doing, though? I heard you got your own place. You got into a new place.
Yeah, we did. We're doing great. We got into a new place. Appreciate all the help from everybody, all the donations, everything. It helped us out tremendously.
Awesome.
We ended up finding a house literally like down the road from where our apartments were. So it's like none of the school stuff changed for our kids. Our work schedules stay the same. Like the way we're looking at it right now is like it was a blessing and a curse.
Good.
It's a curse because all of our hard work, everything, I mean, it's gone. But it's a blessing from what we've received. So I mean, it's crazy.
That's awesome.
But What's up with this AWP shit?
Before
Like,
I tell you,
you got me up at like 158 right now with this.
that beard's got to go, and Ryan's porn mustache from the 70s needs to go. You both need to start
Nah,
shaving.
man.
Yes.
Nah, man. Nah.
I agree.
Not
I
at
agree
all.
with the Ryan. I do.
You both need to shave. One at a
Mm-mm.
time, or do it together. Oh, yeah. Ugh. I hate facial hair. So, all right.
I do too, Laura. That's weird.
So this
We
is
have a
what's
lot in
going
common,
on.
but of course we're both Capricorn, so I think that's probably it.
This is what's going on with AWP. All right. First thing I say, quick squad. I just like saying it. But AWP. So Ryan, did you see Ryan's video?
Yeah, I seen Ryan's video.
So it seems that allegedly, everything is alleged, but when Jarod was 17, Jarod raped his sister multiple times, raped his cousin multiple times, and there must be more. When she found out that, I guess, Utah doesn't have any statute of limitations anymore, and she found out that her brother is becoming a hero or trying to be a hero or looked at as a hero, she decided to come forward. However, she knew that she would not be able to like get him without him openly admitting it. So somehow she got him to write a letter and basically openly admitted that he did it and he was sorry. So that's all she needed. So she then brought that to the DA and he's being indicted. He got indicted.
So, the whole video with Doug that I just watched, that's basically him trying to gather up some type of self-respect from it and try to continue on with the AWP, even though, like, you've been fucking with a chomo ever since. Like, sorry, I went to prison, so, I mean, I call motherfuckers like that. They're chomos. They're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers
And they're not liked in
get
prison.
stomped out for that. Nah, fuck that. I don't give a shit how long ago it was. Touch a fucking kid.
Exactly.
You got no more respect from me. You got no more respect from me. That's crazy. That's wild. Like,
isn't that crazy? And that's what I was saying watching Doug, that, you know, Doug, this isn't like he stole a car or even if he got indicted for murder or something, 30 years ago. I get that. He raped his own sister. Hello.
yeah, that's like,
and he got indicted. So granted, he's not guilty yet, but he was 17 and she was 9. I don't care where you come from, anything like that.
nah.
Bottom line is, you can't make an excuse for it. He was 17, she was 9. Now, it seems that she absolutely was outed from the family for the last 30 years because for, saying something or wanting to speak out.
Yeah, we're the villain. We're considered the villain.
And she was totally shamed. It's crazy.
I don't like. Yeah, so Doug, like half of that was I'll give like a quarter of it was probably sincere, in a way of he feels bad that this is all taking place, but
Absolutely.
at the same time, like he's literally doing that just to.
He feels sorry for himself, not for the victims, though.
Dignity, some type of followership from this, because I mean, truthfully, with this shit, AWP's nah. Anybody who fucks with AWP now, like that, nah.
I can't support it.
Off the list. Like, I'm not gonna, like, great. You guys have done amazing things. They've, found cars, all this stuff. Like, they've been good. But now, apparently, you've known that you've been fucking with a chomo this entire time, and you didn't say anything about it. You didn't step back and say, nah, not going to be a part of that with you. I'm going to go start my own thing now that I know what to do. Like, you didn't do anything within the better foot of that.
but we don't know what they actually knew. Like Jarod tried to come out and say at one point, I don't remember whose panel it was or where I heard it from, but he originally said that, you know, he was 12. So he may have told the guys that he was 12 and his sister was 9. And
It was in the email, Laura.
we don't know if he told the actual whole truth that one was 17 and one was 9.
Do you got the emails you could pull up on here?
I can find them.
I was gonna say I'd like to see those, see what those say. Like I'm just catching this right now as you had Doug's video up and shit, and then I seen Ryan's video and I'm like, what the fuck?
Him saying
I
he
had
was
to get
12.
on here.
Him saying he was 12. It was in the emails that he sent back to her.
All right.
Thank you for having me on, Laura. I'm gonna jump down.
All right. Thanks for coming up on.
Yep.
All right. So we were watching Pascal's show and he pulled up some emails. I don't have them handy. They're on Reddit. It's pretty long. But Pascal that I was listening to, he's interviewing the sister. So if you want to, that'll help explain it too.
Right.
I know Ichtmel had the letters. I don't have them handy, no.
I mean, whether is he saying the girl was 12 or the girl was 9?
The girl was 9.
What? Okay,
He
so the girl
made a
was 9.
comment. He made some kind of comment that he was 12, but he wasn't 12. He was 17.
Dude, the fuck, man?
Exactly.
The fuck?
Exactly.
You know right from wrong. You know damn well that shouldn't have happened. And then, how does this work? How do you do something like that, then turn around and say, I'm going to go straight on and be a social media star and try to do something good? Are you trying to buy your way back into whatever religion you freaking believe in? Like, what the hell are you doing?
I agree. But this could also be the reason why he, has been out of AWP. There's a lot of things that now kind of come together. Yeah, we watched it. All right.
Together in the group of 10 members. Interesting. That's very, very interesting, right? They started doing one thing. They were doing, making content and talking about cleaning up the waterways. Suddenly, by accident, just by being out there, they find a vehicle, so on and so forth. And some serious allegations to have out here. Okay? Serious allegations. Well, let's take a look at this. Some court documents for everyone to see. Obviously, 6th Judicial District Court in and for Sanpete County, State of Utah. State of Utah versus Jarod. The undersigned complaint. Deputy County Attorney states on information and belief that the defendant at and within Sanpete County, State of Utah, did commit crimes of 1 count R of a kid, 1st-degree felony, and count 2, same thing, 1st-degree felony. So they say in the first count, on or between October 1st, 1992 and November 1st, 1992, at and within Sanpete County, State of Utah, the defendant did have unthinkable relations with someone young, under the age of 14. Okay? Then, the next one here, second count, on or between January 1st, 1992 and December 31st, 1992. Wow. At and within the Sanpete County, State of Utah, the defendant did have
And it's the same thing. Same thing. All right. This is pretty wild stuff, y'all. This is wild stuff. Very, very wild stuff. Okay. So now we have all that. And of course there have been, and that's just on the cousin. Allegedly, this is from, this is what the cousin, what the charges are against the cousin. We are going to get into some more here because obviously there's emails that we need to look at. It's just mind blowing. It's just mind blowing. Mel did interviewed an ex. They said since he was one of the guys who started it all and the business was growing rapidly, he stepped away to work from behind the scenes, traveling, teaching police and rescuers what they do. That's why we haven't seen him.
Do you know what a kick in the ass that is for all those cops that he trained? A child molester was training these cops and policemen. That's kind of sad. Sad for the cops.
You know, and if that is the case, great. Unless he knew this was coming.
I'm glad someone's getting super chats. I'm not. Hint, hint.
Or he felt that this was coming and he decided, I'm gonna start laying back because I really don't want no smoke. And I don't want to ruin the brand. But one thing that's very strange is that his face is in all the, his face is in all the avatars.
I don't see any.
You see what I'm saying? The icons and all that stuff. And why didn't he step back and just put a random, make an emblem, make a logo, something of that sort?
Chris, I did. I played it 5 seconds right after he posted it. Same thing with Ryan's.
Step back. Oh, would love to have you on if you have time to talk, because we are very much in your corner. Okay, mopping your brow and saying, he's dropping his left. You know what I'm saying? Get him with that right hook. So if you got time to come on, I would love to have you on to chop it up and talk about this. And yes, I do agree. You and your cousin, both of y'all. Okay. But if you got time to hop on, let me know. That'll be call. Okay, great. So this is not working right now. And I'm trying to see if I can log in through. Okay. You know what? You know what I mean? Being on here, checking out the show and being a part of the conversation.
And prove my way, to freedom from a lot of the punishments that I would get because he would do things and set me up ever since I was a child. So I honestly believe in my heart that my aunt didn't do anything to him. And he only told me that so that I would keep my aunt's secret because I adored her so much. Wow. So, I kept on getting questioned. I kept on getting questioned. And finally, one day, I just wanted my life to go back to normal. I didn't want to go to these meetings after school every day. And so I finally told the truth one day, hoping that the next day I wouldn't even have to come in. I realized what the constant was. I gave them the information that they were looking for. Right. Even though I felt like it was throwing my aunt under the bus, I just wanted to go back to my regular life. My regular life, it was never my.
Thank you, sweet Carolyn. Do you know what called Jarod and his wife personal friends? I can't. Oh, I could do it from my phone. Hold on.
Regular life after that. I was then labeled as the problem child. I was the reason why my stepmom left with her kids to protect her kids. I no longer even had her there for protection. She couldn't take me with. I wasn't hers. And I now all of a sudden you have a child that's crying at night wanting their mother. We were raised by a single dad. So now you have a child that's.
Let me just say Chris McDonough was personal friends with Jarod. That's all I'm going to say. I'll leave it at that. But thank you, Carolyn. Thank you for the super chat. I play the song, but I don't want to interrupt it. But if anybody else wants to jump on that train, you go right ahead. Donations are much appreciated. I was supposed to be working on the website tonight and got caught down this rabbit hole. So if anybody wants to super chat me, PayPal me, that would be awesome.
Crying night wanting her mother, and I was just a complete problem child. As Jarod is put on a pedestal, as Jarod is put in some sort of a group home of some sort under another uncle's name so that he could be hid from divorce proceedings because my dad was seeking custody, or at least visitations, which he didn't get any of them. That was definitely a just action in the courts of Utah at the time because, of course, at that point, she had all of the proof that she needed to protect her children. And instead of getting me the help that I needed, because, the last time I was in counseling as a child was when.
Thank you, Loveland. Oh, you got Czar. Thank you for standing up for victims of child essay. This is very close to our hearts. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, me neither, Cotton Candy.
I, exposed him and said what actually happened. And then all of a sudden counseling just stops. And
oh, that's right. I promised you guys I would sing. I think I got a super chat.
Oh, hell no.
is now, out there for her for those proceedings, but I never ended up getting the help that I needed. Jarod never ended up getting the help that he needed. If anything, he was told that, everybody was told that the stepmother was crazy and that she was accusing him of doing things that he didn't do. And then he was hidden in a home under somebody else's name so that he could not be available for questioning. That right there is where I pretty much, like Jarod already had problems before that. And he was already a manipulator before that, and he was already setting, things that people up, for failure before that. However, I honestly think that this was what led up to who Jarod became, to where I have straight up told the state of Utah, if you go after my brother, you also need to go after my father for creating this monster, for covering this up, for making him think that he's innocent for his actions while everybody else suffers behind him in his path. And his path, it seems like, has gotten wider and it's gotten worse.
So, Cheska, if you mind me asking this real quick, I mean, first off, thank you for giving us all that information. It's a lot to digest. But I do have to ask you.
Her passion is why I believe her. She's very passionate about it. She's very straightforward about it. She's not wishy-washy. She hasn't changed a story. Like, it's pretty consistent.
Right.
Are you saying that this has kind of been passed on? Like, when you say creating Jarod, was this something that was passed on? Is this a generational thing?
It kind of sounds like it is a generational thing, because months ago I was sent a string of messages, and a lot of those are the AWP messages that you see going back and forth between him and I call her the hero.
The hero.
There was I was sent those messages, and I was also sent a string of other messages between the hero and another cousin that was trying to have his back, trying to say, well, look how far Jarod's become now. You can't take him down now. Look how good he's doing now. Look how far he's came. We just need to forgive and forget.
Right.
But the same cousin, is attacking her own husband's family for the things that he's gone through, but yet I don't know, our family is twisted. Like, they'll out other people, but then when it comes to our family, we're supposed to be hush hush about it. So ever since I ended up getting those messages, I ended up cooperating with the detective. But before I ended up cooperating with the detective, I made 2 phone calls. One was, I made the first phone call, of course, I made was to the hero, my cousin.
Oh shit! I'm just kind of. I'm not kind of. I am. I'm just kind of like fucking. No, I am disappointed in the fucking Jarod dude. I work hard as fuck for my money, and a lot of people don't know this, but when I did donate the $100,000 to them, it's because that's who I am, and I really, really fucking, believed the Jarod guy. Are you a crazy man? Anyway, when I donated that $100,000 to Jarod specifically, and I know a lot of people want to get on here and act like they know what they're talking about. They're like, oh, well, the money went to here, Ryan. It's like, I'm the guy who sent the fucking money, you stupid motherfucker. I know where the money
Is he
went.
sitting in a box?
It went to Jarod. You good, man? You look distraught. What does that even fucking mean? I'm in a hotel. I'm about to lay down and go to bed. Distraught. No, probably a little bit pissed because, when you donate $100,000 to a guy named Jarod, and then a guy named Jarod, ends up doing what he's fucking doing. And you know what? For anybody who's like, oh, well, what if he didn't do it? Listen, bro, if you're accused of something like that and you don't come out in 5 motherfucking seconds and start cussing people out, chances are you got something to hide, okay? Chances are. Oh, dude, people who think I didn't donate $100,000.
He's
I
sitting
don't
in a
care.
box.
I know I did, and Jarod knows I did. So yeah, it doesn't matter. But I have a right to get on here, especially when people's sitting here being like, saying shit like, dude, I cannot believe you donated to them. It's like, bro, I didn't know about the Jarod dude. I don't even know the Jarod dude. I know he was, finding stuff and, finding these cars and shit and fucking helping people and stuff. And I think the intentions of the other members of AWP don't have nothing to do with him, if you ask me, as of right now. I don't know who all works over there. I don't know who knew about it or didn't know about it. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm a musician. I'm doing my own thing. I'm in the middle of fucking Arkansas right now. Yeah, I know he admitted it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I read the fucking emails, bro. Somebody who didn't do that, don't say stuff like that. Not only that, bro, when you don't show face, when shit like this is said, hey, bro, I don't know. The people I hang around, if you fucking accuse them of something they didn't fucking do, they finna pop the fuck off. And that's the thing, dude. Look at the world. Look at the people. Look at a few of the people in the comments. It doesn't matter to me, but what I'm saying is people who know me, bro, don't worry about them. They're just bots. It's just fucking people who are fed up with their fucking life. That's all it is. But when you donate $100,000 specifically to a guy named Jarod because of his YouTube channel, and you see what they're doing, and you want to help, and you do that, and then come to find
Dylan, look at private chat.
now there's all this shit coming out that he's a slimy skis ball who fucking molested his damn cousin, dude. Like, what the fuck? And then some people's like, oh, well, it was 30 years ago, bro. It don't matter, bro. Bro, it don't matter.
Send it to
It
me.
don't matter. And I seen Doug. He just come out with his video speaking on it, and it's just like, bro, I don't like the fact that because you know who I am. I have a huge heart, and when I seen the Jarod guy, was doing the donations thing, and I wanted to donate to it or whatever. I did, and knowing and seeing what everybody's seeing on the internet right now, and everybody's like, "Yo, what the fuck, bro? Do you think I want that dude having like $1 of mine? No, dude, no, bro. That money could have went to, a lot of other fucking things." Doug made a statement on his YouTube. It's on there right now. I just shared it. And no, there is not going to be an Adventures with Purpose song by me. No. To answer everybody's question about that, is there going to be an Adventures with Purpose song? Still, no, it's not. Yeah, and now there's shit coming out. It's talking about his sister, dude. No. And then when I read the emails or whatever, I'm looking at the reply from the Jarod guy, and I'm like, what? Who replies like that? It's fucking innocent. Nobody, dude. Nobody. Hey, dude, I don't care how big my fucking pupils are, homie. You don't do that. Fuck anybody trying to get under my skin being like, your pupils are big. Yeah, so is something else, motherfucker. Fuck you. Yeah, I do drugs, motherfucker. What are you gonna do about it? I still got morals, and I still work my ass off, and I still, tell the truth, so it doesn't fucking matter. And yeah, dude, that does bother me that, I donated that money, and this is what happens. This is how this dude really is. And then, trying to blame it on, oh, that's how we were raised or whatever, dude, I don't fucking care. No, I'm not accepting that, dude. I have no sympathy for somebody that takes away the innocence of a fucking kid, dude. No, not a chance. You are not good in my book. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to stand around you. I don't want to have to look at you. I don't want you to even fucking, if I'm in a fucking car wreck, I don't want you to even pull me out of a car. I would rather you just let me die, dude. Don't fucking touch me, motherfucker. And hey, I knew. I told Kurt, I said, bro, I've talked to all of AWP, you know, during the whole Kylie Rodney thing, and they all gave regular vibes except for the Jarod dude. I told him that. I was like, he just seems off. Something about him's off. And then I made a joke. I was like, maybe he's from California. But now look. You have to go with your gut instinct, bro. You can't just go off of, you know, listen, I'll say it like this. Don't trust anybody, dude. You don't know anybody, dude. Y'all don't even know me, dude. You don't even really know your neighbor, it seems like. And it's like when you sit back and, you know, and you've had as many issues as I have over the years with people and me coming out and being like, I don't like this person because of this reason. A lot of people are like, here we go again. It's like, no, not here we go again. Here we just go. Okay. What do you think? There's only a few bad people in the world? I meet a lot of fucking people, dude. It might sound like I'm bitching, but dude, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to get on here and bitch about nobody unless I have a fucking legit reason to bitch about them. And this is a legit reason to bitch about somebody, bro. I mean, you're talking about a dude who, look how many families the Jarod dude talked to. You know, look how many times he seemed like, you know, a genuine person. And like I said before, when you read the emails, his replies are weird. They're weird. His replies are weird. If you say they're not, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just in here fucking being a weirdo too, I guess. I don't know. But I just watched Doug's video and it sounds like he's finna go do his own thing or something. It definitely seems like he don't want to be associated with anything that's over there. So, and can you fucking blame him? Can you blame him? I mean, do you know he might have kids or something? Can you blame him? No. So yeah, it sucks for all the people that, you know, watched the show, you know, and I was one of them people. I watched the show. I'm not watching it no more. No way, dude. No fucking way. I mean, dude, I bet everybody who donated probably fucking is probably fucking livid. I mean, especially in today's age, bro. It's getting rough out here with milk being as high as it is and all this other shit. Gas. Yeah. Gut always. A former AWP member in chat wants to talk to me. I don't know if he's a former AWP or not. I got a few of the guys' numbers. I don't need to talk to nobody in the comments from AWP. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't know. I don't know why everybody's asking me if I'm okay. I'm good, dude. I'm just gonna. What did I eat for dinner? I ate 20 chicken nuggets from fucking Wendy's. Always trust your gut, yeah. And yeah, I know. There's a lot of people in here saying, "Oh, you're whatever." It doesn't matter. People don't like me because I tell the truth, bro. That's what it is. And you know what? ain't mad at it. Keep hating. I don't care. I'd rather fucking be like this than be like anybody else. So that's all I gotta say. You can fucking Google my shit, motherfucker. I ain't never done nothing fucking weird, never done nothing bad. I mean, I've gotten arrested for being with people who had some Xanaxes in their pocket. I mean, big fucking whoop, cry a river about it. I smoked weed. I stole a set of rims one time when I was 17 years old. So, that's all I gotta fucking say. Everything's look upable, bro. And I tell you this right now, bro. Oh, man, dude. Everybody I come across from now on, fam, I am for sure running a background check on. 100%. He probably thought it was past the statute of limitations, so he admitted it. Bro, fuck the limitations. What are you talking about? Like, either you're a weirdo or not, bro. Like, that's all it is to it.
Seriously, whether there's a statute of limitations or not, you still
Am I
don't fucking
broken?
do that. Like, it's a kid. Get the fuck out of here.
Teeth are broke. Yeah, dude. See, no. He said they have contracts and stuff. Listen, guys, look, I think this is why people are always asking me, oh, dude, are you on drugs or something? Look, I don't care about documents and all. Look, I know a lot of people out here are like, oh, well, you signed this piece of paper, this document. You can't say, no, dude, there's two things in the world. There's good and then there's bad. That's it. In Ryan Upchurch's head, there's good and bad. I don't give a fuck about an NDA. I don't care about if somebody's gonna sue me. None of that shit fucking matters to me, bro. I'm old school. There's good and bad. If I get sued for calling out bad people, okay, well then I'm doing my job. That's all there is to it. I don't fucking care about getting sued, bro. I could be flat fucking broke and I'm still going to be the happiest motherfucker in the world. It makes no fucking difference to me. I don't care. My life
A real
goal is to not be
motherfucker's
a
still gonna
fucking piece of shit. So,
no matter what. Fuck being sued and shit.
appreciate it, Kyle. But no, for anybody that's just coming in here, I've had a lot of people ask me, is the AWP song still happening? No, it's not.
Fuck no.
Thank you, RC. The guy from AWP said he wanted to help me. Help me with what?
Why is he listening to trolls?
I ain't got my glasses, y'all. Man, look, I'm not a fucking. Go look it up, bro. I'm just here to tell you that me, the musician, is not making the music for this company no more. That's all I'm telling you. I don't know about the investigation of Kylie Rodney. I don't know. I don't care, dude. I'm a musician. I'm telling you, I'm not doing the music to the AWP show. That's what I'm telling you. Thank you. I feel good and healthy because I am good and healthy. So thank you, sweetie. Shout out to my dog, Uncle Will. Yeah, you like that? But no, man, look, if somebody's not guilty of something, there is ways of replying. And that is, if you actually didn't do nothing, and somebody said something that you did is real bad like this, bro, I'm going to explode. I'm not going to go fucking missing and not say nothing. Because, I mean, that just means you're fucking guilty.
Why did his voice go so fucking high? Bro.
Does anybody got any questions while we're on here? Before I get off here and go to bed? Because I want a mission to Texas. Oh, shit. I want a mission to Texas.
Texas?
Oh, yeah, dude. People don't like people that tell the truth. Hey, should I keep this mustache brush or I cut it off? You tell me. Did you ever donate the Hellcat to LW? Yes, dude. Yes. Yes. I love y'all too, Bo. I don't know. Bernie G, all your message says is especially before sending 100K. That's not a full sentence, homie. I don't know what that means. You have to type the whole fucking sentence.
Oh man.
Can you smoke with me? In Texas? Yeah, bro. If you see me, pull up. The video is on my wall. No, just the top teeth are ceramic, baby. I need your help in how to. Yeah, everybody needs help, bro. Look, I'm not doing that no more, bro. I'm focused on me, fam. What drugs do you like? I like weed. I like shrooms, and sometimes I like to take Adderall in the studio.
Oh man.
You know how easy it is to tell the fucking truth. Dude, I know the world's getting fucking crazy, bro. The world is getting crazy. And I think the internet is making it way worse, bro. Like way worse than I even expected. You know what I'm saying? You got these people who's like, I don't know. They make a costume of themselves. It's cloaked in like personality and everything. And they learn how to live in it. Because the thing is these people on the internet, bro, that are actually bad people, dressed like good people, 90% of people that watch their stuff is only watching them through the internet. They're not actually seeing these people in real life. So it's easy to woo somebody or persuade somebody or manipulate somebody. You know, that's why I'm always out in public. That's why I want to meet everybody who comes up to me. That's why I'm not a dick, because, bro, I want people to know who I am. I want people to, yes, I've moved. Yes, yes. I want people to know who I am. If something ever happens to me and I die, bro, I want everybody to know who I was. And you can look me up, motherfucker. You can run my record. You can do whatever the fuck you want. It don't matter, bro. Everything I fucking do and say is out there. So, but I was just stopping in to tell y'all, you know, I made a live earlier, but I was fucking heated. And I'm not so heated anymore, but because I'm tired as fuck. But I just wanted to say that there will be no AWP Upchurch songs. He can help me get my money back. How about this? If he's being for real about getting that money back, how about he get it back from the person I sent it to, which was Jarod. I'll get the damn screenshot, the paperwork. I'll show y'all. I sent it to Jarod. And how about we just take that money and give it to the people that work for AWP that ain't fucking weirdos that didn't know nothing about this, so they can start other careers, because now they're fucked. Now they're fucked.
What I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Because you gotta think now, how you think those guys feel? The ones that whoever they are, I don't know which ones didn't or didn't know, but I mean, if they didn't know, they'll come out and tell you. If they did, you'll find out eventually. But the thing is those guys are probably mentally fucked up right now, and they probably don't know what to do. I mean, how would you feel if you fucking worked for somebody and
That's what I said.
You help them do all this shit, and then one day you find out that shit. bro.
That's what I'm saying. AWP is done with. It don't matter if you sub or unsub. It don't
So I'll tell
matter
you
with
guys
that.
this,
AWP is gonna be just like Subway.
bro.
It's
When you're
gonna have
doing a business with
a
people and
fucking
shit,
chomo attached to that name. No one's gonna want to work with it or really go to it. I mean, people still go and buy
you know,
Subway. You'll probably still have some people trying to check on AWP, but it for the most part is done.
That's what Kurt said. Kurt said that Jarod from AWP is now Jarod from Subway.
Great minds think alike in that one. For real.
That is a great comment.
Who I had not talked to for a couple of years. And I said, hey.
Yeah, what happened?
He's still live.
The video just flipped. What the fuck?
He's still live. I got him up on the freaking TV here. He's still live.
Hold on.
shit. Why am I so sexy? Cause my dad's a devil, my mom's an angel. Shit, I'm not opening a bar, bro. I'm not opening a bar. I'm fucking. I'm not now. There's too much bullshit in the world. I'm not fucking stopping in the middle of all this shit to open a fucking bar. Fuck that. You boys on the verge of living in the woods. I don't know how to turn on slow mode on this. What up, Miss Lacey? Where in Texas? Houston? Are you going to Texas for takeoff? What, takeoff what? What are you talking about? Tanika said, all my exes live in Texas. Natasha says, I've never done shrooms. Well, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to tell you to. I don't try to promote drugs. I just do the ones I do. I ain't trying to get nobody else to do them.
For real.
That's a good answer.
For real.
Sam, yeah, dude, yeah, for fucking studio. Me too. My favorite alcoholic beverage. I don't drink.
All right, smokes.
Dude, the internet is such a crazy place. Yeah, really. No shave November. Well, hey, this is all your boy can grow, man.
Yeah, I mean, he does have me kind of jealous right there because I can't grow a stash.
Dude, that's why I'm glad I am the way I am. I guess I'm speaking out of context, or not out of context, but I guess no one's gonna know what I'm talking about if I don't read that comment.
Nah, it's like golden
People said, unlike some, he keeps to his word.
I
That's
can't grow a stash for shit. One side grows, the other don't. Like, it's all fucked up. You got me jealous over here with that shit.
Hollywood, nah, bro. I don't care if anyone thinks I am or not. It does not matter to me. When I turn the camera off, I'm back in my own life, and that's what a lot of people have to realize. Like, a lot of sadness in the world comes from what other people say about them. And they start to like let it sink in. They care about what people think. I don't care what none of these people think, bro. I care about what Creek Squad thinks, and that's it. I've never done LSD
Creek
before.
Squad.
Is it fun? Dude, has anybody in here done DMT before? I want to, but I'm scared.
I'm a little scared.
Ryan, just stick to your shrooms, bro.
Yeah, Trey, they probably give it to y'all, bro. Whatever happened to the Rodney girl case?
Oh God, don't go there.
Man, I'm not a cop. I'm fucking tired. I just wanted to talk to y'all for a while.
You about to fall asleep on your own live, bro.
Angela, listen, I would love to meet you. I'd like to meet all y'all, dude. That's why your boy's always out and about. You dislike conversations? What do you mean? What? Go ahead, run my record, and hope it's not your future? I don't understand. Wait, what is that? Bro, Charles said, what? AWP lost respect from you. That sucks. I don't even know what you would say. I mean, I'm talking about the Jarod dude. Okay, I'm talking about a guy named Jarod. That's what I'm saying. Jarod from AWP. Yeah, me personally, I can't say it's all AWP. I mean, because we don't know who all works for them. We don't know if I mean, dude, I mean, look how long that's been a secret, I guess. You know? Was there an ethics of code in your donation? No, dude. I don't do that. I just give people stuff because that's what Upchurch does. I hate talking about myself in fucking third person or whatever, but that's just what I do, bro. I don't do this whole you have to do this. I just do stuff for people and keep going. That's all. Damn, the rumors were out for 5 years? Damn. I love you too, Skin. Yeah, dude. Trust no one and do background checks. I'm putting that on a shirt. Anthony in the chat? Where is he at?
Creek squad up front and
I heard
background
that
checks on the back.
I don't know, guys. It's bedtime. I love y'all. Believe it or not, church man does get tired. I love you guys. Oh, y'all. I'll post where I'm going and what I'm doing on my trip and all the cool shit I'm finna do.
Greek squad. That was a bad one. All right, he made me tired.
Bro, you telling me I got work in like 4 hours? But I saw you live and I had to get up and freaking get on. Especially with that shit. Like, that was some. Like, that's the whole thing. AWP is done with just because no one's going to want recognition of dealing with a company that's had ties with a chomo. Like, that's just the reality. And that doesn't speak bad about the other AWP members. If they knew about it, okay, that is bad. If they didn't know about it and they were just there working, doing their job, thinking they were doing something great, which they were, okay, awesome. Like, but they're not going to want to stay with a company that has ties with that. I mean,
but we don't know what they knew.
I know.
And that's the problem. We just don't know what they knew.
What, rumors were around for 5 years apparently or some shit? Or is that what he's talking about? Is that what someone said in his chat? Like,
I don't know. But it's just messed up that you know, that Doug was treating it as, you know, like he stole a car when he was a kid. And, you know, you're being charged 2 counts of serious that's a serious fucking felony. Grace said, I don't think they knew until they saw the emails. I'm just saying, I think Jarod covered his ass, which understandably so. When you have a business, you want to cover your ass and minimalize what you can if you have something that's shady in your past. It's just fucked up.
Well, I mean, you would think if you have something like that in your past, you wouldn't want to create this whole social media dynasty type shit. Like, you wouldn't want to be on social media. Because eventually, shit like that's going to be found out. And then guess what? All the stuff you've done is going to come unraveled. So what was it for?
Yeah, but as a narcissist, you don't think that's going to matter. You know, Jarod
True.
being a narcissist, he doesn't think that it's that big of a deal. You know what I mean? He's not looking at it like it's that big of a deal. To him, it's like no big deal.
And that just shows what kind of a fucked up person he really is. Like, a fucking weirdo, as Ryan would put it. I mean,
yeah, he's gotten away with it for 30 years. What's a little more?
but I mean, what? The father was protecting him, though? Is that what I was hearing?
Whole family
the dad
was.
trying to protect him. Yeah, like.
Yeah, it's like the whole family was protecting him because the family was like it seemed like it went generation to generation, and like all the men did it, all the cousins did it to the women in the family, was the impression that I got in one of the interviews that I saw. It's fucked up.
Like, I mean, it's entirely fucked up. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, if anybody, like, love my kids to death, you know, we get older, everything like that, but, you know, I'm not going to protect them from that. Truthfully, you know, I brought you in this world. I'm going to take you out this world. Like, that, you don't do that. You just don't do that. And I know that's, like, tougher than what it is and everything like that. I mean, extremely. And that may be, like, pretty vile to some people right now. But, I mean, that's the honest truth. I mean, you just don't do that shit. And you're not going to sit here and protect someone that has done that shit. If you are protecting someone that has done that shit, you just need to go bye-bye with them.
You know what's interesting that you say that? Because when you just said that, I can relate. Because if my child killed somebody, would I protect them? Fuck yeah, I would. If my child beat someone up and was on the run, would I protect him? Sure as fuck would. If one of my boys molested a girl or raped a girl, would I protect them? Absolutely not.
See, and that's where I say it's hard. It's easy to say, and at the time, with all the feelings and emotion that are in it, it's gonna be conflicting. But I mean, it's an ultimate decision that's gonna bear down. I mean, are you really gonna protect someone that did that, whether they're family or not? Are you really gonna do that? You know what they just did was, I mean, even with murder and everything, let's bring it down to something less. Even with murder, I mean, you sit here and say you're gonna protect your kid from that, or they beat someone up. You know right from wrong. You're the older person. You're supposed to be the wiser one. Are you not going to show them some type of punishment for that? Get them a life lesson out of that? Teach them in a way that really transforms them and makes them see that to where they don't get into that position?
Jail won't do that.
I'm not talking about jail. Fuck jail.
Would I teach them? Oh, hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I may break a few legs.
I mean, if they get into it, I'm not gonna sit here and do no. That is all them. If they ain't got bail money, they ain't got nope. They sitting right in there. No. They gonna learn their lesson. And like when they get out, they're gonna learn a bigger lesson from me, plain and simple. But I mean, with something like this, I mean, it's just it is what it is on that aspect. I have my own morals, and I expect anybody else to have them morals. I wouldn't wish that upon any female, male, whatever the hell you may call yourself nowadays in 2022. I don't wish any of that on any little kid. Like, no. If you're a grown ass adult, you know right from wrong, and you do that to a child, you don't deserve this world. You don't.
But that's the thing. He's not even like, he wasn't even like, he was like 10, you know, or 12. You were a 17-year-old guy. And people are wondering, how do we know for sure? Well, he was born in 1975 and this happened in 1992. So you do the math.
Yeah.
You know, it's just crazy to me.
And
when I say murder, I mean like if your son comes home or your daughter comes home and says, "Oh my God, I was being chased, I killed someone, blah blah blah," like, but they're gonna come after me because there were drugs involved. I mean, anything, because you never know what a jury's gonna do. You never know what a court's gonna do. It could go against you. There's a case going on right now. Netflix is coming out with a documentary on it on Thursday here in Alabama. Chick was raped and she used stand your ground. She had bruises on her. She had all sorts of stuff on her. And she ended up getting convicted and going to jail. And I forgot the reason why. But the stand my ground for some reason didn't work with the female behind the gun. So she's on like lifelong probation. I don't remember the whole story, but I know there's a Netflix coming out Thursday on it.
I mean, and let's be honest, people. Let's. I'm not even looking at the comments right now, but let's be honest. Let's take the movie aspects out of it. Let's take Hollywood out of this shit. Your son comes home, bloody clothes on him. Like, you're not just gonna be some, Robert De Niro's wife, coming in. Give me your clothes. Go upstairs. No. You're gonna be frantic. You're gonna be like, what the heck? What just happened to you? What's going on? Like, let's be real and fucking honest. Take fucking Hollywood out this shit. Like, you're really gonna get into that, and then when that shit happens, your parental guidance is gonna kick in. Your fucking natural instincts of, do I hide? Do I actually, do I flee or attack? And when I mean attack, do I govern the situation? Or do I flee from the situation? Do we try to hide it? Like, let's be fucking honest about that shit.
I agree. It's crazy. Crazy.
I mean, but with this shit.
Nah, this shit's some wild shit.
I mean, I'm open and honest, but I mean, there's some things you don't want to say on the internet. And I mean, that shit, no. He just.
Hey, Monica.
I don't care what the court says. Like that.
You know what though? Margaret, I agree. Him using the fact that he got SA is no excuse for him to do it someone else. And if he uses that in court, I hope they lock him up and throw away the key. What I'm afraid of though, he's going to ask for a jury trial. Anybody could be on that jury. Doesn't matter. It could be Lisa Schenkel could be on that jury. Inspector Gadget could be on that jury. Anyone could be on that jury. A lot of their fans could be on the jury. And I really hope that the YouTube world do not become jurors. Because he'll end up getting away with it. Yeah, he tried pushing it off of the Mormon church. That's what I'm saying. That's no excuse. I know that snorting cocaine is bad for you. And I know it's illegal. But if I had family members that did it all the time, it doesn't make it not legal or right all of a sudden. Just because everyone around me is doing cocaine doesn't mean that gives me a free pass to go do it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll be open and honest. I mean, shit, I've done a lot of drugs back in the day.
Me
I
too.
experimented. I did all my shit. Now, my family found out about it. No, they knew what was right and wrong. They disowned me. I had no ties with my family. Nothing. Hell, I even skipped probation, went all the way down to freaking Florida and lived on the beach doing nothing but selling weed during the day and selling hash during the day and partying all night, freaking passing out on, cabanas or whatever at random hotels.
You lived my goal. When I was little, people asked me what I wanted to do when I grew up. I said, I want to go on the beaches of Hawaii. I want to sell pot in a little hut and just sleep on the beach every day. That was my goals in life when I was little.
Yeah, it it really wasn't all that. I mean, I got great memories from it, but it also really fucked up memories from it because we were also on a lot of drugs at that time too. So, I mean,
That was my goal.
when you're doing nothing from day in, day out, you don't have a solid house. You're passing out by a blue lagoon down there in PCB, and you're waking up cold, a little rainy that day. Then you go to your weed man, you get weed, come back, and you're selling it on the beach, trying to find people, and that's how you're making your money to also eat, buy any extra spare clothes, or go re-up. Like, I mean, that's what you got day in, day out. And then at nighttime, that's where all the people come out. So it's just like you're just partying the whole time.
Thank you,
Smoking,
Kaz.
passing it out. Like,
Thank you, Kaz. I think you got a super chat.
oh,
There you go. I'm just going to sing it from now on.
has that guy been taken off the freaking YouTube yet?
What?
I said, is that super chat been taken off the freaking YouTube yet?
Nope, I still play it.
That
now
that weirdo dude.
Oh, Tony? I don't know.
Yeah, Tony.
I really don't know.
God. Another freaking weirdo, man.
I figure people love my bad singing, so they like my bad singing when I sing it. I just got to put some music behind it. I think I got a super chat. There you go.
You got a soundboard, right?
No.
You ain't got a soundboard? Get you a soundboard.
I
There you
can
go.
cut. I could make one. I mean, I have a soundboard on my apps and stuff. That's what I mean about making one.
Well, there you go. Just make one. And then hit the button every time.
Yeah, Jarod doesn't have much remorse. He just wants to blame, blame, blame.
Yeah, excuse after excuse, basically.
Oh, Shay Darker was going to send me a sound clip in my email. Oh, that's right. He does music too. All right. Yeah, Kaz, it's not a rumor. It's true. Sad.
It's entirely fucked up because AWP in a whole, as a whole, like, they did some excellent stuff. Finding missing people, all that stuff. Like, they did some really great stuff. Like, I've watched a ton of their videos, and I say a ton, but I mean, I haven't watched all of them, but watched a good portion of them, and I mean, it was always interesting to see how they found these people and everything. But now that this has happened, like, there's going to be a new company that comes about. AWP is not going to stay AWP because now they got the name child molester and Jarod attached to it. And ain't nobody going to want to work for that, especially with what their mission statements are and everything like that. Like, it's just not going to work out.
Yeah, but it also depends on what Jarod owns. If Jarod owns all the equipment, they're really fucked. If Jarod doesn't own everything, which he'd probably sell everything anyway, but if Jarod's full owner of the business, he could easily say, okay, business defunct, see ya. And I think that's what Doug's afraid of. I don't think there's like an equal partnership that they all, like, Jarod could just move out, get out of it or get bought out or something. I think all the equipment was his. Like Ryan said, that's who he paid. I think there's a lot more to it.
Right. Well, I think if Jarod, I think if this dude has any decent backbone in his body, he would just give the company over. They could rebrand it, all that shit, but just hand it over to Doug, somebody, you know.
And that's what I thought he was going to do at the very beginning. And I said that on the first day this came out. I said, you know, there's a good chance that he's going to put this in someone else's name, or he's going to put it in, you know, and then he's going to run it from behind the scenes, which is possible. It's still going to happen. But I really have a feeling that that Jarod owns all the equipment, all the RVs, all the everything. And that's scary.
I don't know. I mean, is he the actual, like, legit only owner? Like, or is there no other partner? Like, what? Because I don't know much about that aspect.
If they move on without him, they can build it and they get a lot more support. Yes, but are people going to believe it?
Yeah, because they're always going to have what happened tied to that AWP name. That's the big thing. That's more what Doug is afraid of. That's more why he's doing what he's doing. Is because he doesn't want this to affect what AWP has done. And that's what he's trying to, without putting too much out there, without saying too much, without overstepping his supposed bounds. That's why he's putting out videos and everything.
Oh, Amber said she thinks it's a single owner LLC, just Jarod. I don't doubt that at all. Totally don't doubt that. Now, in all fairness, he could get not convicted and everything's going to go back to normal. It could come back that he's innocent and he didn't do these things. Do I believe that? No. But in the eyes of the law, if it does come back like that, you can't go against him. I personally think he might take an Alfred plea. That's just my opinion. If Utah even has an Alfred plea. But I have a feeling he would take that.
Yeah, but I mean, whether he comes back innocent or takes a plea or anything like that, like, this is something major that has happened and it's connected to that name. So it's not going to be the same. It's not going to go back, oh, case dismissed, or nope, he's innocent. Like, it's just not going to go back because people are now going to be like, AWP, they're going to have that 50-50. Do I trust it? Do I not? Like, is it okay? Like, there's always going to be second thoughts there now.
I agree.
The credibility is gone out the window for the most part.
Definitely is. Definitely is. All right. I'm going to go to bed, though. I'm glad I got nothing accomplished. I was only going to be on for like 40 minutes. I
wasn't even going to be on. What?
Yeah, I was going through an old video someone sent me, and I was like, oh, shit. And I was playing it, and then I'm like, all right, I got to get back to the website I'm working on. And then sure enough, it's now 3 hours later.
That's how it happens.
Let me know what you think of that video.
Yeah, I will. I'll definitely get back to you on that one.
All right.
And then
I had to watch
catch you on some more. I'll try to get on.
I had to watch it like 15 times, by the way, but watch her leg. It's like going into her leg. And if you have to watch it 35 times, go for it.
No, I got you.
Being an ARP, he couldn't help himself but to respond. Who, Jarod? But again, it's all hearsay. It's all alleged. Thank you, Grace Green. Creek Squad. It's all alleged. We don't know, definitively. We can't hang him before it's time. But we can definitely have opinions. And yes, I think he's guilty as fuck. That's my opinion.
Right.
So you can't go and not kick Crystal's butt yet. Oh, you'll want to kick her for a while. Don't worry.
Right, okay, let's put it this way. I mean, kind of like this. Smiley Mama, just for instance, think about this. You say, I don't think he will shut down. AWP makes too much money. Okay, so let's put it this way. With the whole Kylie Rodney thing, if this was going on right now during the Kylie Rodney thing, do you think they would have called them? Do you think that family would have reached out to them when this stuff was going on with them? That's the whole point here, is that it don't matter about the money. The credibility is gone.
Let's see. They have not really lost any subs.
Well, and that's gonna, that's gonna take a minute and crap like that. Like, and to be honest with you, subs ain't gonna. It don't matter. It's just, I mean, people can sit here and still be subbed and never watch them again. So I mean, that
True.
won't really matter.
True. But yeah, they're at 2.81 million. Videos are getting about 300,000 views a day. All right, they're down. All right, that's not true. They went down 70,000 subs. Okay, so they're counting by the 100,000. Yeah, they went down 70,000 subs after being on an uptick.
Yeah, and that's a good point too. Any people that do sponsor them, any big companies, anything like that, they're now going to step back from AWP. So AWP's money drawn is gonna go down right now. Anything like this that happens to any major artist or anything like that, companies immediately, nope, we don't want our name attached to that. You can figure this out. When you get it figured out, we'll talk maybe later on down the road. But any sponsors, anything like that, they're going to definitely, they're out the door. See you later.
So people are wondering where I got the 70,000 from. I just went to here and saw that it plummeted from here, and then it plummeted here. It looked like they probably gained 190,000, and then it just plummeted to 70,000. So that's where I got that from. But no other point did they go straight down like that. Well, I guess here they did.
Oh, yeah, Smiley. I mean, like I said, they might not close AWP down. Like I say, AWP, he might try to still keep it up, this and that, but it's not going to be like it was, though, at all.
No.
Now, I mean, no matter if he comes out innocent, if he takes no matter what happens in this case from here on out, it's shot. He can try to rebuild it, but I mean, it's just not going to be, it's not going to have that trustworthy credibility that it had before this came out. It's just not.
Thank you, Kaz. I think I got a super chat. Kaz. You know, people are going to super chat me just to hear my bad singing. You'll see.
I believe it. I believe it.
Did someone say pickle? I don't know, Crystal. Where's your mind at? Jeez.
I don't know. We got a perplexed and Upchurch, duo gonna happen or what?
That's it. I think I got a super chat. No, I agree, Grace. No recovery from this ever. I don't, unless he's proven completely innocent and this is all bullshit. But can you imagine being his kid? Think about it. I would die if this was my child, if I was his child. All right, now you want me to sing super sticker? I think I got a super sticker. It doesn't flow the same. Super chat flows better.
I think I got a super sticker.
Yeah, it just doesn't flow the same. So, all right, I gotta go to bed though. I'm so tired.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks for having me on.
We can definitely reconvene tomorrow because I plan on talking about this more tomorrow. I'm just tired. And tonight
For
is
sure, for sure.
all over the place.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'll get with you.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks
Later.
for coming up. And I'm
Yes,
glad
thank
guys
you.
are doing well.
See you later, Perplex. Later, chat.
All right. Tonight turned out to be a weird live all over the place. And you know, people are gonna grab my great singing. See, I can admit I can't sing. I used to when I was little, and I guess drugs just killed my voice. But yeah, I can't sing for shit. But I have fun trying. You've been up for 3 days? Oh hell no. I should have been up for 3 days. I might finish this damn website. But yeah. Yeah. Oh. All right. I'm going to bed. Thank you guys. Doug and the rest of the crew have separated themselves from Jarod publicly. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. So, all right. I will see you guys all tomorrow. I will definitely go live tomorrow about this. Oh, Grace, my singing's bad. It's a fun day. Exactly, Loveland. That's I'm just gonna have fun with it. I think I got a super chat. It just works. So, but you know there'll be sound clips. People always have to ruin my fun. So, all right, quick squad. All right, I'm out though. I really am. Thank you guys for super chats, PayPal's, Cash Apps, spending a few hours with me, spend the last 3 hours with me. It's been fun. It's been all the fuck over the place, but it's been fun. But tomorrow we'll concentrate on Jarod and AWP, and maybe someone will come out with something again. And hopefully Ryan gets his money back. But we could talk all about that tomorrow because it's a whole nother combo. So I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow.